music's not starting, LJ. This is the time you talk, man.
Hello? Hello? I was just about to start talking. Hello, everybody, and welcome to
No, they're probably just going to start from scratch.
I don't know.
No, we're good. We're good.
105! 105. I did my part.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is 105. We have a special episode today. We got designers, you know. We're gonna do the name order.
Yeah.
All right, hello, I'm Nick.
I'm Neek, not to be confused with Nick.
I'm LJ.
I'm Exec Stripper. How do you spell Neek? How does that work?
N-I-E-K.
N-I.
And I'm and I'm a
Oh!
vote
Hey.
Oh yeah, AT's too.
I'm here too,
Hello.
you know.
You know, I'm not used to you being on the actual thing. I don't think I've been on an episode with you, AT. Is this our first episode together, man?
Probably.
No.
Unless were you on 300 for TTV podcast?
I don't think I was, man. I don't know if I was.
No,
was
no.
I? I don't know, man.
You were, because the only person who wasn't on episode 300 of TTV was Matoro.
My memory is kind of mush lately.
How could you forget me, X?
Like I said, I have forgotten a lot of things in the span of the last year, man. You don't, and I want to as well.
Very personally.
All right. So,
All right.
yes.
Thanks for everyone letting me know I was.
All right. So let's go ahead and figure out what's going on here. So obviously, yes, this is Brickfeed 105. We have a lot to discuss and not enough time to do it. And if you hadn't noticed, we are joined by two very special guests. It is Nick and Neek from Lego.
So we're not usually on the Brickfeed podcast.
I think this is my first Brickfeed.
I mean, me too. Me too.
Oh man, welcome to first Brickfeed. It's great. We just kind of trash talk a lot of sets, so it's gonna be fun because this time you guys are here, so we can just tell you guys directly and ask.
I'm excited because I worked on some of these sets.
It's a good thing I didn't work on any of these things.
Aw. Well, it's gonna be fun because we can ask question. We're gonna be like, why? And you're gonna be like, I don't know. Insert reason.
Well, mostly we're
It's
going to
gonna
be
be
like,
interesting.
I can't technically talk about that, so
No idea.
hope you like that
Oh
answer.
man.
A lot of these
Yeah,
are
so
not
just
really.
I guess to introduce myself to people who might not know who I am, I'm Neek. Wait, no, I'm Nick. Otherwise known as the Brick Thing. I'm a designer at Lego.
And Prince Galador, too. That's also your name.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, I'm Prince Galador as well.
He's one of the 5 people, part of the Galador fandom,
Yes.
Oh,
And he's-
God.
and part of the 3 people that actually build with Galador parts in the entire world. So it's great to have him here.
Who's the
Great.
third?
I don't know, man. He's just kind of an enigma, you know, like the Illuminati, but like even deeper.
Enigma.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
No, as in, his name is Nick, my name is Nick, so, Enigma.
Oh my God.
Ah!
There.
I
Guys,
am Neek, but you can call me Nick if you want. And I used to be a concept designer for Lego until about a week ago. Now I'm just a product designer for Lego. I moved departments. I did more crazy concept stuff in addition to working on Lego Boost. I made the guitar and worked on Vernie. So you're welcome for everybody who had to put Vernie back together at the TTV Live event. And I hope they had a good time. And I designed the Voltron model for Lego Ideas that came out recently.
What, that sounds so bad.
I know.
It's a really great display item. We know it doesn't have knee articulation, but I think
Hey, it
it's
has knee
good.
articulation.
Yeah, it's got the most.
It's got the most knees ever put in a Lego
Yeah.
map. It's
Does it?
each
Are
of the
you
lions has
sure?
2 knees.
I swear we complained a lot about that. I'm gonna look that up right now.
It has
You wanna count the knees?
it has 10 knees.
10.
The black lion has 2 knees. Well, so I did my research.
Well, okay, the
Looking
figure.
at lions, like how many
figure-
knees do lions have?
Yeah, so lions have elbows, sadly. Otherwise, we would have had double the amount of knees.
Yeah, that would mean.
All right, let me.
Wait,
Okay,
quite a lot.
the actual figure, when put together with all the animals, doesn't have articulation. But
Oh no,
each
but those are still there. They can still wave
Does
around.
it? Yeah, like wave back and forth, like it's making a snow angel.
I mean, that's what anyone needs to do. That's what needs to do. They're great for.
Oh, I don't
Like
care
that or
about
snow angel.
knees. It's just that it doesn't have like knee back and forth. And it's like one of the main general complaints about it. And I'm trying to make like I'm trying to put your work in a positive limelight. But you're just joking around.
I
The
appreciate
posing
it.
thing. I appreciate you making it a lot more funny than I try to do it. So, hats off to you. But let's end on that thing and let's just look into the future instead because we have so many sets to talk about. So we should get a move on.
Oh,
So there's only really one important one. So
oh my gosh, that was amazing. So real quick, well, I'm sure this isn't going to take long. Did anyone get anything since the last time we did Brickfeed, which was like 3 weeks ago?
yeah, I should get something.
Since the last time we did Brickfeed.
Okay, maybe you guys.
Yeah, how
would be-
about you, Nick and Nick? Did you guys
My
get
own.
anything from last Brickfeed?
I got some stuff today. Because it was Black Friday today,
Yes.
so that means I've been buying things. I feel like a small list of things I've been buying. I have to keep track because. Let's see. I got a city advent calendar.
Oh.
Last year I got 4 Ninjago Army Builder packs, the ones with the ghosts and I think Kai and Jay in it.
Oh, the 4 minifigs.
Yeah, because I worked on the weapons for that, so you're gonna get some of those. I got let's see. I got a Ferrari. I got a Taj Mahal. I got 4 Marvel photo frames.
Picture frames.
Picture frames, yeah.
To put your minifigs in.
For my Ultron minifigures. I got 4 boxes of Ninjago movie minifigures because I love them. I worked on the Ninjago movies, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of these boxes.
He wants those bowls mostly.
What else did I get? I got a Bionicle pencil case.
Excuse him, what?
From 2005. It's like the Zorak one, and then there were Bionicle pencils inside, which is pretty cool.
Should we count the actual thing that's interesting that you got? Should we talk about that, or is that for a different thing?
No, I've gotten lots of stuff. And this was just today.
We found some prototype stuff in a second-hand shop in Billund.
This is what it's gotta. This is how it feels to be just flexed on. My goodness. I'm most interested in the prototype stuff, but I don't have any pictures I can show. Everything else, given enough time, I can probably have it on screen.
We might do something with it later. It's
fair.
very exciting. We first want to talk to Matthew Evil before we take further action.
Hey Matt, we need to talk about this.
They may be unreleased Gallagher prototype sets, so that is exciting.
I gotta talk to
In
Matt
package
as well.
from a different toy company, which is even better. It's quite exciting.
It's amazing.
Is that everything you bought on the Black Friday still?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. I got the giant stone Oni from Ninjago. I bought that because I completely forgot to buy that when it came out. And then I bought 4 tiny turbo sets, which were randomly just popped up in the staff store. Tiny turbo sets from 2004 or something. Just a pallet of them arrived in the staff store, and they were like, "Hey, you want this?" And we're like, "Yes."
I got a tiny turbo with a glow-in-the-dark lightsaber bar.
Yeah, those are legit.
Where are you guys finding all this stuff? Was this all?
I don't know. We asked them the same thing. They have no clue where this comes from.
They're just like, oh, we have a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of Lego in my town for some reason. I don't know where.
I don't know where it keeps coming from.
What town is it?
Billund.
Oh, I think there's a correlation there. I think there's something regarding Billund and Lego that's somehow related. So that might be a factor.
They have an airport for some reason. I'm sure somebody just keeps shipping in Lego from the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably where it's all coming from, man.
And then both of us also got a Dragon Dance set, which was sent specifically to us because we can't actually buy those
We got
because they're China exclusive, and we live in Denmark, so that's not going to work. But we both got one because we designed the set. Um,
Oh, you guys just signed the. Oh, that's kind of okay. Well, that's a cool segue, though, right?
mhm.
Hey,
I think
into like discussion.
I think
You
that's
guys didn't
fair.
buy anything?
No,
did you buy anything?
I built something. I have not bought anything. I didn't go
Oh.
anywhere today. Black Friday is never a time that I like to be out and about. But I did build something. I forget the name of it. It's a city boat chase, I think. Police boat chase.
Oh, is it the one with the skunk?
Yeah, it is.
Great, I like that one.
It's a good set.
It's got a skunk.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I can't find the actual set. Fudge. Brick set. Cooperate. But yeah, no, it's a fun set. It's been kind of sitting on my shelf, waiting for me to do something with it for the last half a year. Here we go. Set number 60176, Wild River Escape. I was never going to figure out what this set was called. But there's it on the screen. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun little set. That guy has a cool beard, and the skunk is peculiar. I don't know how to feel about it.
Oh,
yet.
it also comes with 3 gemstones. That's pretty good.
Oh, yes. I love it. I miss the days of just looking through older Lego sets and finding those, because those are like, those are a true treasure to have. You just value the worth of your collection based on how many of those tiny little gems came in sets.
Oh yeah,
Love them.
this set had 3 gemstones. It's definitely a great set.
3 out of 3 gemstones is my raising on.
It's got the transparent one as well, you know, which is worth like all the insert Lego in universe currency, you know.
It's got the transparent blue one. It's got the transparent green one, and the transparent clear one.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
3
so that's-
transparent.
Oh, okay. Well, I just refer to a transparent one as like the one that's what was it? Just
The ghost diamond.
the ghost one, you know, because that one looks kind of special. The other ones are kind of samey, you know. We've all had them in different scents, but like the just complete clear one, I don't feel like we get in that many sets. I think I only have like one throughout my entire collection. So I'm not rich, unfortunately, in the Lego world.
I think I always have a very deep philosophical debate with myself when I have the opportunity to put a gemstone into a set. I was like, well, what color should it be? And then I'll spend like at least a couple of hours just thinking about which color should this gemstone be like.
Well, mostly thinking about how am I going to bring back transparent neon pink. That's
No,
my first
no,
thought
you're
when I
not.
read-
Man, life of a Lego designer sounds really hard, man.
What's the coolest color it could possibly be at the moment at this stage in time? You measure the wind, you measure like everything.
That's a
to see-
green.
okay. It's transparent clear today. That's the one.
Transparent clear is cool. You know,
18?
you make anything transparent clear, we're good.
Did you get
I
anything?
think I generally land on transparent blue because it's the realm crystal from Ninjago. So it means that there's a possibility that this set has the realm crystal in it.
Or
Oh
is it
my
different?
gosh. These crossovers
Yeah, go
are
on.
getting out of hand.
Oh man.
But yeah, AT, did you pick anything up?
I did not, but mostly because the holidays are coming up and basically everyone I know tells me not to buy anything for myself before Christmas because Lego is kind of like one of the important things that they're able to look at to buy for me. And it's like,
I see.
I can't risk it.
That
But,
that makes sense. Yeah, that I have an opposite situation with people who gift things for me for the holiday season because they always tell me we don't ever get you Lego because we don't know if what you have. So like the one thing I'm going, yeah, you can get me anything that's Lego. I won't ever complain. Off the table.
Oh boy.
Anything Lego.
Anything Lego?
Okay,
Anything.
Anything.
most things.
Oh, okay, thank you. I was about to say.
I'll make
I'm
an
pretty
addendum.
sure I can find something.
Yeah, I'm a little
That
bit out
you
of the
just-
little out of the target demographic for Lego friends, so that's fair enough. But I
I'm
digress.
also just want more Lego bed sheets.
Yeah, I think. Do they have the Lego minifigure costumes in adult sizes?
I don't know.
I
I mean,
don't think so. We've not
Darn.
seen them. If we'd seen them, we'd have them right now.
we probably
Okay.
went.
We're
I
not
would-
wearing minifigure costumes.
Do you guys collect Lego wear?
Yes.
But mostly
Nice.
old Lego wear.
Anything I can find. I think I have like 2 Insect or UFO? Two UFO helmets. Many barnacle foam weapons of various sizes. Some fit, some don't.
I have a lot of foam weapons.
Chima claws.
Yeah, Chima claws.
Those are good. I like those ones.
No. That's Chima. No bueno.
No, hang on. I'm gonna find this Chima claws.
Which
I
reminds
have
me,
them right.
Oh yeah, but
you're actually here, and I want to, like, Neek, you're here, and I want to once again reiterate. It's Keat Orange.
flame yellow.
Chima yellow.
Flame yellowish orange.
Straight Chima yellow.
Mm-mm. It's Keat Orange.
You mean flame yellowish orange?
I prefer to refer to it as City Jungle Orange.
Ugh.
Referred to as Yellow Lion,
Yellow.
Voltron Yellow.
Voltron yellow.
Okay. So let's go ahead. We have a lot to talk about. I think I tallied it up, and we have roughly 39 individual sets to discuss. As a little bit of a disclaimer, we will not be discussing absolutely everything that was revealed over this past week for two reasons. One, it would take us a very, very long time to go over everything. And two, we're only going over things that have retailer quality photos. While there are sets that were found in Canada, like actual 2019 sets that are purchasable off of store shelves, they are put out way, 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 way ahead of schedule. We're not going to discuss those today. We're only going to keep it to things that have been revealed online. So, if you're looking for your city discussion, you will not find it here today. Okay.
Except for your
The skunk.
the skunk. It's a good set.
With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, with the Lego Movie 2 trailer that came out over the week. XAT, what'd you guys think?
I like the trailer a lot. It doesn't really tell me a whole lot about what the plot will be, although I have some ideas and theories. But it's kind of in line with the humor style that I expect out of the movies, and it's definitely gonna be a day one watch for me.
Yeah, I can agree.
I've purposely just not seen it, just because trailers give away so much info these days.
That's fair.
But it's great to hear that it doesn't give too many plot details, though. That's good to hear.
I think
As a go on.
It might. I don't know. It may, but I don't think it doesn't give an outline to the resolution. Like, I don't think it gives a lot to the majority of the second and the third act.
Are you saying the trailer doesn't give away the ending? Because that's
No.
no.
It's not like an Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailer situation where it just gives away the final shot in the film. At least as far as I'm aware. So
That's good.
Final shot that was pretty much inconsequential for the movie, though. But yeah,
entirely. Ugh. So yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No. I'm looking forward to it. I think it was funny. I know Meso didn't find it all that great. He's actually a bit of a dissenting opinion on that one, but I won't speak for him entirely because he isn't here to defend himself. Just know that he's wrong. So yeah, I thought it was good. All right. That being said, let's go ahead and get into the sets. And there are a lot of sets, so we'll start off with the LEGO Movie 2 items. And the first... Oh, wait, fudge. Okay, before I forget, there is one final update. Oh, am I cutting in and out again for everyone? Okay.
You're fine on the live stream as far as I can tell.
Well, of course.
It's just on Discord here for us.
Yeah, no, that's not a surprise. I'll switch the server real briefly.
No, I don't think it's the server. I think it's just your internet because you're streaming.
Oh. Peachy. Peachy as grapes. All right. Well, with that being the case, the Vestas wind turbine is actually out for sale now. So if you were interested in that, we talked about it on Brickfeed prior. That is now purchasable. So, okay. Now let's go ahead and get into the actual meat and potatoes. Where did I put that? Okay, so first set we'll be talking about is set number 70841, Benny's Space Squad. It is going to retail for about $10 and contains approximately 68 pieces.
What list are you looking at, LJ? Because for me, the first one is Lego Movie Maker, man.
Oh yeah.
From the bottom to top, because this one's at the last of the list there.
No, I'm not going from bottom to top. This is actually I'm gonna roast Brickset here for a brief moment. I hate how they did the article for these sets because it's in no pattern.
I figured that was where you're going for.
Yeah, it like there's nothing. So the way I'm going about it is it's going to be in ascending order, smallest to largest. So, but yeah.
All right, yeah, just let me know which one it is.
Yep, no problem.
Right, which?
Yeah.
Mick, did you design this?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I did not. But I watched it being designed, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience to see it come to life.
All right, so literally the tagline for this set was just fan service for all the people on Flickr who just did not build anything but old space. That's the thought behind the entire set, because that's what it seems like. It's just fan service. They literally have a pink space guy in there.
So the final like the name of the set is Benny's Space Squad, but as we were working on it, we were calling it Benny's Dream Team, because it's just all these amazing little classic space buddies having a grand old time in space.
Oh, I wish they
including a little robot as well.
Yeah, I love the yellow guy with the old blaster and everything. Is that just the exact same yellow throughout that entire minifigure, or is there like a very slight?
It's just one color.
Oh, okay. I really hope that there's some sort of funny tagline or something where they just they're just like, hey, why are you completely naked but just with a logo on your chest? You know, something along those lines. I think would be really funny.
Tattooed on his chest. He's a
it's
big
tattooed,
fan.
Yeah. That's the lore.
The yellow
Lego
spacemen
lore.
are the bravest of all spacemen.
Oh my gosh.
They just have a oxygen tank on their back and a helmet on their head, and they're ready to go.
You know,
An oxygen tank made out of flesh.
Man, Lego has gotten really mature recently.
So my favorite detail about this set is on the back of the box, Benny has taken off one of the arms off the robot. And he seems to be quite alarmed by this.
Lenny is not a mechanic. It's not how
No, Lenny seems to know what's going on with
Lenny's got everything under control.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Oh,
got
He's got a wrench
cool,
ready.
collected smile.
What
He's
are the
ready to
names
fix
again? I know that.
So the yellow one is Kenny. The blue one is Benny. The pink one is Lenny, and the white one is Jenny.
I am sensing a pattern here. You know, I'm getting a huge clue. You know, there's something about these names.
It's a pretty big plot spoiler.
Some kind of something going on here.
Oh, is it? Is it very highly plot relevant that these guys have two N's in all their names?
Yes.
Oh man, that's crazy. Movie spoiled, guys. Oh,
And
it
you
says
know
on the back of
why
the box.
Yes.
I was very impressed by you knowing the names from the top of your head, which is why I originally thought just no, but now I can see that.
We have a picture of the back of the box.
no,
open.
Oh man. So Jenny's a girl's names, right? I am 100%.
Yeah, we're not going to confirm any of this.
No, Jenny's responsible.
We're confirming anything to be canon.
Jenny is a girl.
All right. Jenny's a girl. Okay.
Yeah.
So and Lenny, the pink one is Lenny. So they're fighting stereotypes or something, you know, because it's just like, hey,
One
I
spaceman
can
at
be
a time.
pink.
Well, Lenny was white before as well, but then he washed his clothes together with Red Spaceman.
Yeah, who you'll notice is not
Ah,
he was not invited to the set because he just leaves his suit in the washing with everybody else, and now Lenny has a pink suit.
You know, I don't. This set is just way too meme to objectively criticize because it's the fan service for all the old dudes, and then you got just Benny, and a lot of kids probably love Benny as a character from the movie. Grown ups even so, everybody loves Benny. The spaceship is like the only thing you heard for quite a while all over the Lego community. I think it's a good set. I think it's gonna sell like hot fire. So
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what everybody thinks of it, adults and kids alike, because I think it's just very, very like small, concentrated fun.
And especially very young kids really enjoy playing with small cars and small spaceships because they're easy to fly around and stuff. So I think it fits really well with the younger age group as well. So that's
cool.
One of the other details I really like in the box art, there's these little crater domes and in the background, and those are loosely inspired by the old classic UFO kind of shape pieces.
The insectoid dudes.
Design-wise on the back, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like this set, AT? You haven't said much.
Yeah, I really like it. Probably one of the ones I'm picking up, but I do really like that it brought back the classic space helmet mold, especially because now it's in multiple colors and it's not cracked like Benny's, and it's like an actual thing.
So the designer of the set, Joe, he both worked on the element and the of sort of making this classic space helmet as classic helmet, and also the set itself. And I think for him the helmet was probably the biggest challenge, because he had to explain to engineers that we want to make a new helmet like Benny's helmet but without the crack. But so people will be like, but we've already just made Benny's helmet and we fixed it, right? It doesn't break anymore. It's just got the crack in it. Okay, but now you want it without the crack again? It's but would you just use the?
Don't worry, it's not a real crack. It's
it's. Now we want it without the crack, but still the one with the crack as well, and it's very confusing.
It was very confusing behind the people making molds or whatever. Must be a challenge to communicate this from designers to, I don't know what you call the part makers.
Why we wanted another helmet in this exact shape, but we're very happy that we have it.
Do you guys just run to some dudes and just scream at them, or just, hey, can we have this part, and then they just go make it? Is that how it works inside the office?
I mean, pretty much. No, I think there's a bit of a process.
What a great work ethic.
It's a pretty big process. So it takes a lot of time and a lot of people. But yeah, it's basically that. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Sometimes we scream loud enough.
There's a couple of forms.
Yes.
Email back and forth, but there's also screaming.
This is a great set, and it's cheap. It has little parts in it, but the builds aren't terrible like most Star Wars battle packs. So it's great. I don't really have too much else to say about it.
Yeah, I have a confession to make. I'm not a fan of the old space aesthetic.
But you have to, cause nostalgia.
Nope, I don't. I think this is something Bionicle did to me, because I don't like.
Did you not grow up with classic space, OJ?
No. I quite honestly grew up with Bionicle. When it came to system, it was the occasional Adventurers, Orient Expedition set, and an Exoforce. It was never anything.
And System Bionicle, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thankfully, not the freaking Visorex Gate. But no, I'm not a fan of just the gray and then any other color as the only two colors. I mean, it looks like a fun set. It's just not an aesthetic that I'm too partial to, because I think I've had this color scheme ruined for me by the Fantoka and the Mystica from Bionicle.
It's not silver though. It's gray.
It's close enough.
No, silver is trash. Light gray can be used for so many great vehicles, sci-fi bases. It has so many uses as opposed to terrible silver.
I am a little concerned about the ethical implications of a naked spaceman flying around or floating around, I suppose.
He's wearing a tattoo on his chest, man. He's not naked at all.
No, he's well protected.
And he's using his flesh helmet,
Also, none of these guys have visors on their helmet. They're just holding their breath.
But they look like that.
Yeah.
That's why you see their empty smile.
I do like that the helmet actually has the little dimple for visors, though. I wonder what kind of visors will fit and look good on.
Oh, just regular visors.
Well, how much it'll cover, because most visors are designed for the smaller opening. So I wonder which ones will look good on the bigger opening.
I think they're releasing another visor with these sets. I think it's in another one of the upcoming ones.
Yes.
But
Spoiler.
And we'll go ahead and.
I like how we have 39 sets to talk about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're on
Well,
like a very tiny one as well.
We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. And oh, fudge! Wait, no. Okay, you know what? I'm mixing up the order.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Right.
Gosh, everything's gone to.
All right, second
I'm so glad
smallest.
I'm not
The
hosting
same
this one.
smallest. The
Okay.
Unikitty's sweetest friend.
Yeah. We'll do this one. This one will work. Where'd I put my list? Okay, yeah. So this is Unikitty's Sweetest Friends Ever, set number 70822. It's also for approximately $10 and has 76 pieces. Whew. There we go.
All these Lego Movie 2 sets are so insane, dude. I love it. It's great. It has like the quality of licensed sets, but just very out of ordinary sets. I love it a lot. I'm gonna using PG-13 words. I like this set. Someone say something else.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's very clever. I like the chocolate bar, although the lower half reminds me of the binoculars from Toy Story. Just a little bit. But it looks like we are getting either a new torso piece or a modified torso piece in that ice cream cone who has come alive.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that before.
A 2x2 torso piece. That's interesting.
Didn't I come out
Oh,
in...
it's an astromech body.
Oh,
It's a
what?
chopper body.
Chopper body. So it's a 2x2 round brick with 2 technicals in the side.
So these are arms with technical pins.
Yes.
That's interesting.
From Exonite. The Bricksters had them for their arms.
Rock thingies.
Yeah, little 2x4 bricks with arms.
Yeah.
That shows what I know then. I know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen that quote-unquote torso before, but I'm not really sure about the half dome that's on top of it, because at first I thought that's new.
That's a new one. That's a 3x3 dome.
Yeah, 3x3 by
So it's just like a 2x2, but it just goes over 3x3 instead.
Yep.
That's
and
cool.
then the cone below is also an inverted 2x2 by 2.
Oh!
That's
That's 2x2.
Ooh, that's spicy.
It's a very good piece.
I really like those pieces because they're really great for making like big missiles and stuff. So anything to put
That's
in, yeah. So more cone pieces is always great. You know, these dome cone. Yeah, it works. Those two work. It's great. We also get the ingot piece or the gold bar.
Oh, yes.
It was that originally, but then ever since it was introduced, it's just I feel like
really
every set
taking a life of its own.
Yeah, I feel like every set designer is just trying to be like, I'm going to use this piece, but not for its intended purpose.
Slowly, we are collecting all the ingot colors.
Yeah,
Another
basically.
one to the list.
They're really great because I see a lot of tanks on Flickr use it to make like textured armor for like military vehicles and stuff. So whenever people add new colors to those pieces, people are just like, oh yeah, we just need green now, and then we can make camo. It's great.
Well, we've got Chima yellow ones, so that works pretty well.
Yep.
Chima yellow? What is that? Is that the actual like name of the color, or is it?
No, it's
got
the
Voltron
actual name
yellow
of the
as
color
well.
is 191.
The actual name of the color
is that
is
the-
Keat Orange.
Oh,
That's
is
the
it
discussion.
Kitorange though? I don't think it's completely Kitorange. But is it that really like horrible, like medium-ish yellowish color that was the color of like the tigers from Chiba?
Yes, it's the best color.
I don't like that color, man.
Well, that's
It's
only
Objectively
because
better than normal yellow.
it's only
But
because
it's
that was
so
its
close
worst.
to yellow. But it's just not yellow. It really bothers me whenever I have a piece in that color, man.
Wow.
Maybe if I get a lot more, I'd get used to it.
Yeah, I'll get Voltron. He has quite a bunch.
Oh man, I'm not a big fan of Ultron though. I could never get
I
to it.
like knees. What?
I like knees.
Don't you
yeah,
like
but
knees?
I like building my own mix, man.
There's a lot of good mech pieces in there. A lot of ball joints. A lot of ratchet.
Yeah, but it's very expensive. I mean, if I bought it, I would have it just to have like the tigers, because I like the tigers. They're tigers, right? Or are they lions? I'm not
They're
sure.
lions. They're wolves.
They're lions. I like the lions.
People
They're
have trouble
cute.
with it.
They're bears.
Yeah. They're not bears.
No, they're not
I knew
bears.
they were bears. You don't
Excuse you,
fool
X.
me.
I built one before. I know what I'm talking about.
You built a bear.
I'm a lion connoisseur.
Built a bit.
Famous Voltron bears.
Oh my god. What do you think about this one, AT?
Well, I'm pretty much echoing the same things everyone else said. I really like the usage of parts. I like the new brown ingot, and how well it emulates the look of a chocolate bar. Like, I really like that.
That model started off as a Mixel, I think. 'Cause it was built
That-
by
It wasn't a Mixel, but it was built by
someone who was
a designer who
but was like a very
Mixels.
prominent designer on Mixels, and
Yes.
she built that like
Wow.
4 years ago or
That
something.
makes sense. That makes a lot of
Then
sense.
Yeah, it
I
looks
just
very
had it sitting on my
Mixely
desk,
now
and
you
then
look
people
at
were
it.
like, can we use that?
Yeah. And then it made it all the way to the finish line.
Yep.
Many other chocolate concepts died to bring you this one. But this one is the final one. I mean, he's seen some things, as you can see by his eyes.
It is a very
Made it
genius chocolate bar, though. I'm loving this trend of really small sets with very rarely low piece count, but everything is so cleverly made that you feel like you're getting a lot from these very small sets. This one particularly is really great with just wacky characters. I really love the overuse of the mug just to make everything look so casual. Like if you didn't have the mug, like it just puts the cherry on top, even though he literally has a cherry on top, to have him have the mug as well. It just he looks really funny. I love him. I want the set just for that ice cream guy. He is an ice cream guy. I'm reading that right? That is
No, yeah.
ice cream.
I don't know if his
Yeah,
name
okay.
is announced.
His name is. Let's have a look.
Is it in the product description?
I
think-
think.
let me-
Does it say in the back of the box what
Okay.
his name is?
According
Ice cream
to
cone.
according to the
Ice
brick
cream
set.
Ice cream cone.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
I thought that's the name they went for.
Let's see here. So the next set, as soon as I can properly get the picture up. Son of a biscuit. Where did I put that? There we go. Okay. Go away, other picture. Alright, so this is set number 70824, introducing Queen Whatever Wanabe. This also retails for approximately $10 and has about 115 pieces.
I'd like to make a correction. It's
no.
19.
Whatever?
$19.
Yeah, wait, it's $19?
Yes.
20. 1999.
Isn't it?
Okay.
Isn't it Queen Whatever?
That makes a
That's
lot.
right.
That makes a lot more sense because I'm just quoting all this from Brickset. So get dunked on Brickset.
Oh, I'm going from
Shop at home.
shop at home.
Oh, are they already on Shop at Home?
They are. And they're in the order you're currently using.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead
attempting
and
to.
switch over that. I feel
When
like
are
an
these
idiot.
out? Are these
Lego
out now on Lego
Shop.
Shop?
No.
Can you buy them now?
Probably pre-order.
No, they're coming
Imagine.
soon.
Oh, is it January or you're not allowed to say?
It is December 26th.
Oh, that's before the next year. Wow, that's crazy.
It's this year.
Ah, feels so close. You know, I have so many questions regarding the banana guy because I feel like parts. Because I'm gonna make an assumption here that like this queen, whatever character, is like the Duplo overlord or something, and then she's actually in the movie made out of Duplo, so that's why she's looking the way she is. I might be completely wrong. Which brings me to the banana guy. I'm really wondering if the banana is actually real in the movie and it just has eyes on it, and or if it's actually like that in the movie.
No, he's brick built.
Maybe he's in the trailer.
Is he Duplo in the movie or is he Lego in the movie?
He's
Lego.
he's Lego. So
Oh, okay.
that's how he looks. He's
That's
really
exactly
an
what it
amazing
is.
character because he really snuck up on everybody. I think he is a lot of fun.
He is. I
Surprisingly.
love the very cartoony, because the thing with a lot of these wacky characters I'm seeing in a lot of these sets is that most of the time whenever you're making these small creatures and Lego, like the ones that you see in creator sets on like the box, just like, hey, you can build like a little crab. All of them look very distinctively like a brick built Lego thing, you know. But a lot of these characters, if you kind of like squint your eyes or look at it from a distance, it looks like it looks. I don't want to say McDonald's toy. I want to say like a toy that's not Lego, but it looks like a good toy. If that makes any sense. I don't know what I'm really getting at there. It's just it looks like a whole character that you've just taken out of a comic book of some sort, and they're just very aesthetically pleasing in a very toy way, but they don't look that Lego from a distance. I'm trying to articulate this so it does sound like a compliment, because it is supposed to be a compliment, but I am pretty much drowning in my own words at this point, so I'm just gonna end it right there and just give that a thumbs up. Thanks, man.
I think some of the banana character, he's probably a really good example of this is a collaboration between both working Lego design and then working with Warner Brothers, the sort of art department. We've been sort of having a lot of back and forth, and this is a good example where they've sort of from a story reason they've asked us to make a banana, and it's not the kind of shape that you'd usually think about making in Lego, I guess, because it's it's wobbly, it doesn't really stand up properly. It's a very curved, strange shape. But then we've built countless bananas. They try and find okay, what is this right character? And then we've ended up stumbling upon this very strange form.
The design of him is incredible.
It's very, very fun.
The really thin legs, and I like it.
Yeah, everything puts together. It looks straight out of Ed and Eddie or something. It's great.
There's a lot of exploration into exactly how long his socks should be.
Are you kidding me? Did he have longer socks at some point?
Sometimes. We're experimenting with that. What if he's got tall socks or short socks, tennis shoes or fancy bowler shoes?
Oh no.
A lot of food characters in this movie, man.
After the shape of the banana had been actually established, because before then there was also just a million different banana builds. So
every part of the character is very important.
I even built one. I built several, actually. Built 2 or 3. And I'm not even on the project.
Yeah, there'll just be people from around the design department.
I just love to see the workshop.
Can anybody help us build bananas?
I just love to see the workshop or workbench that's got a couple dozen different banana cartoony builds on it. And
they did an amazing job documenting all of it, so there should probably be a lot of behind-the-scenes footage after.
Are there any extras? I hope.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, this set, I love the banana, obviously. I think this one I might have to get for the novelty of the banana, because full disclosure, I don't plan on getting a whole lot of these. But this one, though, I love that banana. Whatever I want to be is fine. It's different. I don't know how to feel about that character as a whole yet, but this seems like a good set, and I need that banana to make Lego phone calls with. And just hold it up to my face and call people.
By the way, X, just so you know, the character is Lego built in the movie, too. That's from the trailer. So,
yeah,
it's built the same way. Not
Duplo. Oh, so this is not a Duplo character in the movie?
Nope.
That's crazy. It looks so Duplo. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's neat.
Oh, I like the though.
Are you owing about the big thing about the back of the box? Is that
no,
what you're owing
I'm
about?
not. No, I'm actually. It is about whatever I want to be. This entire time, for some reason, I thought that it was Duplo. I don't know why, but it's entirely system. What?
Yeah, because it does look like something you'd see in Duplo with the colors.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
blockiness.
Giant face parts on printed bricks and
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
There's probably some plot significance, and then Nick, Boss, and Nick, just.
There's reasons for everything.
Yeah, you can't. You just have to hold it in.
The banana has so much consideration. Every character has a similar.
No, the banana took all the consideration.
A lot of.
But I'm gonna have to. This is probably one of the best sets created in the last 10 years, and it's not for this reason that you think. I don't know if we should see or post the back of the box because it's kind of huge spoilery.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead about it. We're gonna gloss over that for right now, because it's there.
So we're gonna show it.
No, I'm not gonna show it. We'll just kind of move on from that, honestly. I mean, I don't really know even where to begin with it, to be honest.
Really? just want to say that it's like the best piece ever created within Lego. It's the most anime-looking thing
Oh my
we're ever
gosh.
gonna get. What?
Kazapar,
What are you?
I know you're listening. I'm officially banning you from buying this. I know exactly what you're going to do with it. Okay.
I have no idea what he's gonna do with it. I have no idea what those implications are. But yeah. Oh,
If you
Miku?
fall-
Is it Miku?
It is. Okay. We're going to go ahead
Yeah.
and move on to the next one. Let's see. At this point, it's a madhouse with how I have these pictures set up. I don't even know what's going to be next. Okay, that's what's next. All right, next set is set number 70823, Emmett's Thricycle, and that's going to retail for approximately 14 smackaroos. So, I have a
This
problem.
one does have a Duplo character.
I have a problem with this set, and it has
What?
nothing to do with the actual set. Well, okay, I love it and I hate it. But first of all, what I don't like, the name Thricycle.
You're gonna judge a set by its name?
Absolutely.
Come on, man. You can't do
It
that.
sounds like I have a lisp or like something caught in my throat, like Thricycle.
I'm so sorry, Lego designers, for the presence of LJ.
Oh my gosh.
And, I'm a very sincerest apology that you have to live through LJ.
The other
referring to
the other thing I don't like about it is, but okay, this is actually something I do and I don't like about it, and that is its actual shape, because on the one hand, that is such a unique look to something, like just the three tires stacked on top of each other, and I think that's really clever and creative. At the same time, I would be remiss if I did not critique it for having an open ball joint, a CCBS piece, which I
Hey.
knew.
That's a recolor.
That's
Yeah,
a recolor.
yeah, okay,
That's
that is
color.
true.
That's a new color.
It is new in Keat Orange. It is Keat Orange, right?
No, it's
this
yellow.
is orange.
Wait.
This is just normal yellow.
Oh, is
Normal
it?
yellow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair. Okay. So new and yellow.
You
I'm
designed
missing-
this,
Where's,
Nick?
where's the ball joint in this set? Where?
Check the chat.
Not seeing-
It's a ball socket, I should clarify.
Oh.
Normal yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's pretty great. So I'm expecting to see some CCBS Emmett mocks at some point. But I would be remiss if I didn't
Yeah,
mention,
man.
of course, it is an open ball joint. And this is something I critique Bionicle sets for all the time. So that is that. But no, I think it's very clever. And I like that we're getting Lego built Duplo pieces. I think that's fun. And if I didn't mention it, it has 173 parts, roughly.
A lot of those parts go into that Duplo character. Man, I'm looking at the breakdown on the back of the box.
Let me check this.
I really like the Duplo characters.
There's a lot of layers there.
It's an
More than
onion.
I expected.
Well, yeah, it takes a lot of pieces for it to be so smooth looking while still having the head function. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
no,
does
I didn't
it?
have to play up on the box, but there is a head function. The eye spins around. There's a little
Oh,
dial
it's a
on the
loose.
back.
Automatically.
Nice. Oh yeah, I see the little knob.
Crazy eye.
oh, there's a little knob at the back of the head that you can
Yes.
spin. Oh, okay. When it's like split like that, is that just like a scale outline of the head at the back there, or is that like a feature that you can like do the whole Minecraft thing of being like in different pancake slices or whatever? Is that just?
No, it comes apart because it's made of Lego.
Oh yeah, I know. But I was wondering if there was like a super cool function here that I
You're
just
talking about
completely missed.
like the magma cubes in Minecraft.
Yeah, if it can
Yeah.
No, it
actually
doesn't
do
do that.
thing.
No, that doesn't.
Yeah,
look
I'm
like
gonna say not, but yeah. But still, I think those are really cute. Did you design these, Nick? These little Duplo things?
I worked on them, but I didn't make the final version. But I put the eye spinning in.
Oh, that's all new?
That's much
Yes.
appreciated. That's
Yeah,
nice
I like
touch.
spinny things. Nice. I like that. Positivity, yay. I do really like the very detailed little I'm not a huge fan of the Thricycle, but the actual little Octan station there in the desert is really nice. I really like the the stickers on it. Stickers usually frown upon, XD, LOL, all that stuff. But I really love the it's a really good detail there, and it adds a lot to the whole thing. And I could definitely see that just sticking out in the desert. I just think that's really cool. That's really what's grasping. That's where all my eyes are going at in this set. But I don't feel like it needed to be there. The ball socket joint, you know. But I do welcome it being there just because it's a new part and new color.
Well, at the same time, I wonder though why it's there. Like, does this have an alternate?
Primarily, it's for the connection point. It's like that getting that.
Yeah, but I feel like there's so much else that you could use there.
Angle.
There's so many ways you make that connection, or is it just because like that gives it the exact nice height for those tires?
Yeah, the exact position that you need.
Yeah.
There's not another piece that has a cross axle like half jump it out from the.
Yeah, and then you're just using more pieces. But still, it always looks wrong to me when they're just open like that in actual set. But that's just me, man. You know, they got to work with budget and all those pieces. Do you guys know personally?
There's not really anything that needs to go there. That's the other challenge. Like it's purely there for the connectivity. But then if there was a bigger board there, that would be a rotating thing that doesn't have a purpose.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, like a voodoo ball would fit sideways, but that would be quite difficult to place in.
Okay. Let me see. In that case, if there's anything else anyone wants to add, anything? Okay.
I think I'm good. I like it.
In that case, we will move on. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right, fair enough. The next one. Why did I upload that instead of just copy-pasting the link?
What's next in LJ's crazy, wacky order of photos? We'll never know.
The next one is set number 70821, Emmett and Benny's Build and Fix Workshop. Approximately retails for $20 and has 117 pieces. So I'm surprised we don't see the Master Chief here. Yeah. No, this is interesting. I'll let you guys talk about this one first. Because I don't.
This one looks like it's geared towards the younger age group. The box has a gigantic 4+ on it, so that's probably why some of the details are more simple. But
I think that's the new juniors brand.
Yeah, it's still more complex than I would expect for like a juniors or like age 4 set.
Really? It doesn't look so complex in the.
Well, I mean, it's got like little smaller pieces than you'd expect, like the little tiles and whatnot. Like a 1x1, like light tile on the back of the spaceship. I would imagine that could be tricky for little kids to put on.
Makes a big difference. It's square. I know the guy personally very well who worked on this set, and he worked very hard in these sets, and it was pretty tough to get them to be appropriate for the 4+ like experience.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I think it's an awesome set.
Yeah, it's Milan. He's a very, very good designer who also works on like very complex things as well.
Yeah, he used to work on Expert.
I really think it's a very interesting that you see the build for Benny's spaceship, which is about what you'd see in normal sets way back when when it wasn't classic space. It was just called space, and design-wise, it just translates really well to like a junior set like this. So I think that's just interesting. Don't really know what else to say about it.
So I mean, for this one, I think Milan also was very focused on trying to like be very authentic to classic space as well, because there's a huge
it has a very weird target group. This set.
I think it can appeal to 4-year-olds and also parents.
Yeah, like it's not no in between here. It's either like 4 to 6 years old or 40+. You know.
Yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense because I didn't see the box art. So I didn't see the 4+ on it. Because I'm looking at this set, and obviously enough, that car to the far right is a massively sized down variant of Emma and Lucy's escape buggy. And so
I didn't even notice that.
And so the set to me, I couldn't figure out what it was trying to do. But that makes a lot of sense that it is more of either an entry-level set or it's something that, if you want a Lego Movie set, it appeals to a large swath of people. Like, I just got out of seeing the movie. I just want to pick something up for the novelty of it. I've done that before. The only time I've regretted it was Lego Batman. I was never into any of the Lego Batman sets. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So that's clever. I've made my opinions on space known, but I think that it is an interesting set. So I'll stand by that. All right. Anyone else? Anything to add?
No, I think we're good. It's a junior set.
Awesome. In that case, the next one, and this time it's exactly what I had anticipated. Went according to plan. All right. So this is set number 70834. Metal Beard's Heavy Metal Motor. It's going to retail for approximately, let me see if I got this right. Yep, $60, and it has roughly 458 pieces. Oh boy.
It's retailing for how many dollars?
About 60.
You're
$60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There we can see it's just the normal visor on Benny's head there.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, it's like a welder helmet.
Yeah.
It's like it's not transparent. That's interesting.
Yeah. I think we've had those a couple times before, but they're incredibly rare. Didn't we have one all white one? I remember one all white very long back when on the...
There used to be black ones and metallic gold ones as well.
Oh yeah, the metallic gold ones from Mars mission. Those are also not clear as well, yeah. I love those. Was there one like completely white as like a old spaceman statue, or am I remembering that wrong?
I don't think, because it was a spaceman statue in Space Police. I don't think that had a visor.
No, that was
Did it
like...
not have a visor?
No.
Then I'm remembering wrong, because that's like the one thing I had.
I think there's been a white one recently for the Batman movie.
Oh, okay, that might be it.
Below.
Yeah.
Printed on
I
it.
just remember there being a wire. So Melbeard is just a tricycle now. That's neat.
Oh, he's many different things.
Yeah, I'm getting that. He's getting sort of like a shape-shifting characteristic to him. I'm feeling, So it's
He's a cyborg after all.
Yeah.
yeah. I like it. It's pretty neat. I have seen like one of his other forms that I'm a bigger fan of this one, but I like it just because it's going all crazy in with the apocalypse theme of just everything being on wheels, and there just being crazy things on wheels. So you have a cyborg pirate, and it has a lot of great detail. I really like the double cannon. That's a really because those old cannons have like a very odd way of connecting because they have those two pins on the side, so you're kind of limited in making them look good if you want to pop them on something that's not an actual pirate ship. So I think that connection there is very cleverly done by using those not wheels, cogs. Is that what they're called? Am I getting that?
Yeah.
Getting that right? English? Yeah, cogs.
Full of gear. I mean,
Oh yeah, gears. That's
Call them
that's
United
better
again.
yeah.
Yeah, those old ones. They were all in a lot of Bonkel sets. I would like those. Why is there an metal? Oh yeah, because it's Melbeard's shark. I was about to say.
Oh,
why does
why
it have
is
a
there
metal?
A shark with an eye patch is the real question.
Yeah.
What he does with the shark.
So so he's got the two cannons on one side. The cannon on the other side, that's a shark launcher.
Are you kidding?
Oh, that's what the shark's for.
Did he talk to Garmadon at any point recently?
I don't know. They have different styles of shark launching.
I'll be honest. I don't have a lot to add here. It looks good, and usually I'm super big on like pirate aesthetics, but for whatever reason, Metalbeard has never spoken to me. We're not on a speaking basis. But it looks good. It is a little bit out of my price range for the moment, though. But if there were like a Bionicle sticker, I'd go back on what I just said in a heartbeat. But because I'm shallow like that. But no,
Well, you don't know if there's not a Bionicle sticker until you check inside the box.
Yeah.
why would you
Who
say
knows?
that? Why would you say that? But yeah, no, I mean it looks good.
No.
Could also be a full element inside the chest. Who knows?
I want to see this set from more angles because like there's no box art or anything like that I'm seeing from Brickset, but it looks really cool from this angle. I want to see how it looks from different angles, how it looks in the hand, stuff like that. But I really like it overall. A lot of details on it.
This is the kind of thing I can see myself taking and honestly just making into something else, because it might just be the shape that's kind of like putting me off a bit, because it's a really unique shape, but it seems like something I would like to mess around with, like make it a giant turbine ship, like what are those things, like a speedboat. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Oh, like a watercraft, like a hovercraft, or
yeah, something like that. You know, where the giant wheels sitting in the back and
yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see that.
Also, did anyone notice the water pieces have glitter in them, or fire or whatever? They're fire pieces, but I don't know if they're supposed to be water or energy or what.
Oh
I don't know either, actually.
They're so
Flaming
glittery.
glitter flame.
That's interesting. I didn't know that could be done.
Those transparent studs with holes in them?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that allowed? I don't think that'd be allowed.
That's allowed.
Really? Because like the transparent pieces are made of like
Sometimes
different plastic.
when it's like a lot of contact, it can get strong together. But it depends on the piece.
Yeah, but is it so? You don't think if you put a you don't put a transparent bar inside of those studs, it'd not be stuck there forever, right? You guys put that into it.
We always test it out, and if it seems like it's a bit of a challenge, we don't do it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty safe then. I don't know if we've seen those studs with the holes before, but you guys probably know whether or not. But I think that's neat. I think that brings in some cool stuff that you can do.
There's a bit of transparent orange too.
Yeah.
Is that heart piece only in this set?
It's in other sets.
That's
Okay,
in
thank
the
God.
dragon in orange, if you want it.
Oh, because that's just a brand. You guys just finally made like just a heart. That's cool. I like that. Oh, I wonder what plot significance that has. If that's like a little chocolate or something.
Well, we've seen them. We've seen them in I think a trailer or two, and they're like projectiles.
Well, no, that's like a character one that is in another set too. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
That might be the same thing. I don't know, but we'll find out.
No, you're right about that.
Yeah. I like the set. I like the little exhaust things that you see in the back there. That's cleverly done. The only thing that's a big gripe about me is the wheels. Like for some reason, in anything that's wheelbase, it really bothers me if it has different sizes of the wheels. You know, I get it that it's supposed to look a bit wacky because of the theme of the Lego movie and everything, but the huge wheel at the front and then the two smaller wheels at the back change is such a big difference between the wheels. Like if there was like similar wheels and they were just smaller and there was just one of them, but it sticks out. It just looks weird to me. Is that just me?
It's a Mad Max aesthetic, really, because like here's one of the vehicles from Mad Max, and it's like got bigger wheels in the back, and it's like intentionally unbalanced like that. So I think that's just kind of what they're going for, is kind of that exaggerated look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. And Nick, you did not design this set, right?
I did not. No.
Are you gonna like just scream from the top of your lungs whenever it's a set that you designed, right? Because we need to know. I want to be here for a set that you have designed, you know. So you gotta let us know when we get there, man.
Well,
you gotta.
I'll let you know.
All right, that's
coming up on one. We're coming up on some.
Now there is one. This is my bad, and I would like to thank everyone in the YouTube chat for pointing this out. I had the wrong set image on screen as we were talking about this. I switched it out, of course. However,
oh man.
However,
you're such a great host.
I'm sorry.
What?
I have a lot of
pictures.
pictures.
We still love you, man.
So,
yeah.
The set that I had intended to bring up is... Oh gosh, where's the set ID? That's weird. All right, set number 70836, Battle Ready Batman and Metal Beard. It's going to retail for approximately $20 and has roughly 168 pieces in it. This is probably going to be an instant buy for me. this one I actually really like. I'm quite partial, not only to the Batman. I think the Batman looks really cool, but it's a smaller set that has a lot of fun parts to it. It looks like it has a lot of potential to be kind of messed around with and built, and I like it. I actually think it's really cool.
This feels like the better set between the two Metalbeard sets here when it comes to minifigures, because like the Metalbeard, I don't hate the Metalbeard set. It sounds like I'm very negatively biased towards the Metalbeard tricycle. I don't hate it. There's just some issues that I have with it, but like it doesn't really have any exclusive minifigures, because you get, usually with the bigger sets, you have some minifigures that you only get in that set to sort of have like a draw to get in it. And in terms of minifigures, you can get Metalbeard in this one, and Batman, which to my knowledge isn't in any of the other sets, and you get the award-winning super deep character guy with a spear, you know.
Maddox.
So there's just there's just so much. It does actually have a name. That's great.
Yep.
So there's actually like a lot. I'm wondering, Nick, is there like a department when it comes to the minifigures themselves? Like, I know in Star Wars they just kind of throw something in there just so that all the nerds buy it, but with other sets, like, is there some sort of like design process when it comes to adding the minifigures to the set, or are they just kind of thrown in last minute?
No, there's a lot of thought and reason. I mean, and in this one, for Throne, that happens to be bat themed, hence why Batman's on it. There's a lot of thought that goes into minifigures. Go into which sets for the play and for the the collectability as well, for like what makes sense for each set in the whole theme.
The other Metalbeard set, the one that you hate, has also has Apocalypseburg Benny in it, which is, I think, exclusive to that set.
A sweet robot arm.
Yeah, with a robot arm and the Welling mask and the Welling torch.
Yeah, that is
one of my favorite figures in the whole line because he looks amazing.
It looks amazing, but he doesn't scream super exclusive to me like a big set, you know. That's but fair. It's still case in point. It is technically a exclusive minifigure to it. So you are correct, the best kind of correct. So
and for the movie sets especially, there's like also a lot of kind of like trying to find a balance between recognizable characters and side characters.
Yeah.
Because you can't have Emmett in every set, but Emmett is also a main character that you really want to be able to get. So you'll see that some of the main characters are kind of spread different sets with different expressions where it can be, so that there's still that kind of element of this is not the exact same identical figure in every single set.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Spice it up a bit.
Yeah, it was more about like with this I mean, it's very obvious that you have Batman and Metalbeard in it, but like I'm just wondering what like the extra things that come around here, because I don't know who the Star character is. Is that a bad character? Is that a bad guy?
He's a star.
You'll have to watch at least the trailer to find out.
Man, I should have watched the trailer, man.
It depends on your point of view, X, whether it's a bad character or a good character.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think, AT?
I don't know. AT?
It's very sad in the trailer.
You're talking about the Star character?
Oh, yes. That's just a set overall.
The Star character, I think it's just misunderstood. That's my answer to that.
I didn't want to get stuck in that door, clearly.
But the set itself, I really like all the tool details and stuff. I'm not as much of a mock builder myself, so I don't look at it as much as like pieces that I'm going to use for a lot of different things. But I really love the different accessories on Metalbeard's little mech there. I really like the new Batman like pauldron piece there. I know it's just part of the movie. It's designed because that's just what he looks like in the movie. But like the tire pieces on the shoulders, and I just like that whole aesthetic. Is that made of rubber? Like the rubberized the tire pieces itself?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, is the whole piece rubber, or is it just parts?
No, it's sort of a multiple mixture. So
that's got to be
tire bit, like tire texture, and then the
that is
armor is like more solid plastic.
that is a lot of commitment to
This is
that
a very
armor
complex
piece.
film.
I can respect that a lot. So hats off to whoever crazy person that had to go through designing that piece.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
One thing I'm curious
Rich.
about, I noticed on the Metalbeard character piece there, the entire like top half of it is attached by the treasure chest lid. How tight of a connection is that, or is there like another support piece behind it?
I
Because
don't
that
exactly
looks like it's
recall.
prone to falling off. Unless
I
it's got
see.
like a support piece.
Yeah, it like the chest can open up and like the entire top
Oh, it
half
opens.
will go back.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah, no, the chest
Okay.
Yep.
chest piece does work like a chest.
Yeah, so there's 4 studs on top of the chest piece. I don't remember if there's something interesting being placed behind it to also add more support.
I don't think
or
it would
if
be,
enough
because
support.
if you put something behind it, it wouldn't be able to open up. So, interesting. Evidently, it holds up to standards, though, for like play durability. So I trust
It
it,
does.
but it'll be interesting to see.
What? A toy company doing standard checks? Come on. No.
It's the reason Voltron doesn't have knees. So I mean,
Oh wait, no. It just has a copious
it.
amount of elbows. Oh man.
Hey, you know who does have knees? This metal bed.
Metal Gear has many knees.
Oh my gosh. I'll reiterate X's earlier technically
others
correct.
really his legs, or are those his arms? Because it's not really clear.
no, his arms are those little hooks. So
Those all Metalbeard is I think my favorite Lego Movie character. So I'm super excited to see so many different forms for him because he's
yeah,
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
a
like
good way. It's a very good character in the mixture of that. He's like, he has a minifigure head, but you can do a lot with him because he just has like a robot body made out of like a pirate ship, and then you're making it like a cyberpunk last boss looking guy that crawls around and has hook hands. You know, there's a lot of fun that you guys can do with him. So I think this is a really cool set that you can just do that. This is the same piece count as like a battle pack. So that's
Yeah.
pretty cool that you get in such neat builds in such a small farm.
Okay. Let's see here. So my images, they're all. I feel ashamed that my pictures have all kind of fallen to the wayside because I spent so long doting over it. But that being said, we will go ahead and move on to this next one. So you're gonna see a price jump here. This one is set number 70832, Emmett's Builder Box. It's going to retail for roughly $30 and contains approximately 125 pieces. This is actually one of 2 builder boxes. The other one, and we'll discuss this in just a moment, but to mention it, is 70833 Lucy's Builder Box, retailing for the same cost. That, however, has 141 pieces, so slightly more. Yeah, I'll let you guys tackle this.
I'm not sure what I think about this one. I really like the idea of a builder box, those little like compartments, like the actual packaging being part of the set, for creativity for kids and whatnot. But it doesn't feel like there are enough pieces in here for enough variety in building. It seems almost kind of limited, especially for the overall price. Although I'd imagine the box being plastic molded contributes to that. But yeah, I don't know. It's like it's got fewer pieces than a lot of the other sets that we've already talked about. Some of the smaller ones.
Yeah, but the price is still, it's kind of up there. So
Yeah.
Price is there for the lots of costs considering the actual box. I'm pretty sure. Like I think this is mostly that you're getting a set that you have compartment in the set itself rather than
Right.
the parts being like the big thing. I think this is neat for a lot of people who needs a catalyst for them to one day get a incredibly huge collection, use all their money. So this is kind of like the gateway into Lego with that sort of thing, because you got all these small compartments. Little kids they'll get addicted to putting and sorting all the different pieces in the different compartments, and they're just like, oh man,
Just
I
notice
need a lot more compartments.
the compartments look like they're kind of modular. Like you can pull the orange plastic out and put it in different slots. So that's kind of interesting. Kind
Ooh.
of custom.
That's neat. I have no idea where you're getting these pictures.
I will.
I'd really love to see those.
Yeah.
Is there like a big
If you click
Oh,
the
it's on the
bricks,
very front. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it now. Ah.
That's
Okay.
clever.
Because we had I feel like we've had like these sort of something portable before that we've had, but is there like some sort of push from Lego to have
minifigure
these?
display cases.
Yeah, well, more on the likes of that.
For Classic and Juniors before.
Yeah, because like because a lot of big collectors, they have these, I don't know what you call them, like tool shelves with a bunch of like drawers in them.
Yeah,
Like
like the
if
organizers normally used for like screws and stuff and nails.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if this is a sign of Lego sort of tapping into that territory, and we might eventually have Lego produced equipment like that. Well, this is stretching it incredibly far though, considering this is not made for the exact same demographic at all. But if we one day saw that, that'd be pretty neat. Like this is at least a start there with the small compartments and stuff, So
I think
there's hope.
I think one of the reasons it feels like not enough to me in this set as far as building materials is the fact that how much of it goes towards just the little facade of the little house, and how that doesn't really mesh very well with the construction builds. So, I mean, you can be creative with it, but like, where are you going to put the orange door piece besides like on a house? So
Nick can answer that question.
Do it, Nick.
In another set.
In another set, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get back to that then, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of the box, but like you said, the piece count could be different. I do really love the little Duplo guy though. He is super cute.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have as many functions as the other one, considering his size. But still,
No,
just
he's like-
look at that little
He comes
guy.
apart like the other one.
He does.
Yeah, that's neat. We have another builder box, building
Yeah.
box.
Uh,
Is that what are they called?
Builder box.
Build a box.
Just builder box? Okay, yeah. I hope we get more of these.
The next one is Lucy's.
yeah, I love the idea of these.
I actually don't have anything really to add. But Lucy's, as has been noted by Orkume in the chat, we do have some extra new pieces, or prints at the very least, for Unikitty. But I don't really have much to say on these otherwise.
This was the more interesting build and pieces of the two, I would say. Like
I agree.
I'd like to point
personally,
out just how many gems there are in this one.
yeah, if you want to
That
get
tells
rich,
you how good this is.
yeah, gonna get rich
Get
inside of
rich
Lego's
fast.
universe, go with this box.
10 out of 10 gems.
Why would anyone in the Lego universe become a bank robber or a thief when they can just go and buy the set? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, thieves in the Lego universe seem to attract bears for some reason. And that's just wildlife in general, It seems really hard to be a thief in the Lego universe, and you have to wear these striped clothes all the time. It's great.
They're
Somebody's
police
gonna blow up those ATMs, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Uh,
Why is there a speedboat with an ATM? I don't know. The deepest lore.
okay.
So I like this set a lot. I have my one question about the microphone stand piece. It looks like a really long skeleton leg of some sort. Like what's the original use of that piece?
It's the Minecraft skeleton, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's the
Oh,
nether
long
skeleton.
Like,
Yeah, it's another skeleton.
Okay, it's a creative use of
The
that.
wither
To make it a
skeleton?
mic stand.
Yeah.
I like that.
not in this color.
It's
They would never be caught away.
Is that the best part of being a Lego designer, where you're just like, you know what, I want a part. It doesn't exist in the color I want, so I'm gonna make it exist in the color I want. Is that
It is pretty
you're just free
exciting. Yes, that's a lot of fun. You have to explain to somebody why you want it in this other color, but But yes,
I'm
Do
sitting
you
on
have
a
to like?
couple of-
Do you have to fill out like a form or something? Like, is this like a sort of a very formal process, or or are they just kind of like, yeah, you can just get whatever. Here you go.
there is a limit to how many times we can choose to change the color.
Normally, you propose
okay.
it in a design meeting where you talk about your model, and then the closer you get to locking the model, they'll start ordering the pieces that you need.
Yep. And it's kind of like
A
I'll have,
limited amount that we can do.
I'll be like, I'd like to change these parts into this color, and then my colleague will be like, I'd like to change these parts into this color, and then I'll be like, well, you don't really need those pieces in those colors.
It's like a debate.
It's
Okay.
and vice versa.
It's like, I need 10 scorpions,
I need
and then
them.
your colleague's like, well, I need this standard building brick in a normal color, please. It's like, well, that's not really important now, is it? Give me those 10 scorpions, please.
On the subject of like colors, I don't know where this was. Probably something on Facebook, Lego groups or something along that nature. Maybe Twitter. Someone said that the pieces that are inside models that you don't see at all.
Mm-hmm.
Someone mentioned that from very certified source, and I'm really wondering if this is true. Is that some of the pieces that are made inside Lego models that you don't see at all? Sometimes they are made in new colors to expand the part variety within a color. So, for example, when teal came back, a lot of those parts inside models that you can see were made in teal, just sort of expand the Lego.
If you refer to any of the Infinity War sets that just seem to have teal for no good reason.
No, I've not bought a single of those. I'm just thinking
because often a lot of like designers, Chris and Nick, they just love teal as color. Very nice color. But it would be a piece that's coming out in a set for a particular reason, maybe a bit later. But then another set that's coming out earlier saw that piece is being used in the other set and is sort of able to use it earlier, just as a filling kind of thing. So there's always a reason for why a piece will exist in a new color.
At the end of your model building process, you take a quick look at your element list, and you just like, hey, can I replace any of these with like newly color changed pieces? Basically,
To make it as exciting.
as exciting as possible on the inside.
Yeah, because I know a lot of those.
The primary reason is because it like having more colors makes it easier and like more intuitive.
They would be yellow and blue. So why not pick teal and purple and pink? Because
you can't
so
see them.
having those different colors means that it's as you're building, you rather than looking for like a lot of different like gray pieces where you like, okay, I've got all these different types and I'm trying to find the one I need. If the ones on the inside can be a brighter color, it means that it's easier to spot them as you're building, and it just makes the building flow more enjoyable. You're like less kind of starting to try and like find that one part that you're missing.
So to answer my question, no, basically.
But well, yeah. So
you never color change a piece to put it in as filler. Like that's not what we do.
You never.
But if somebody else color changes a piece, you immediately just fill all your pockets with it and then empty it all out on your desk, and then make sure that if you are looking for a 1x2 plate, then it might as well be teal on the inside.
So when I find that guy again, I'm just gonna link him to this podcast and tell him he's wrong, so I can get my imaginary internet points.
2 hours of Lego Movie 2. Lego Movie 2.
Yeah, I'll timestamp.
Yeah,
a bit. Don't worry, man.
About an hour and 20 minutes in. So where you can tell it's in.
Dude, we're not gonna get through even half
Here.
of these sets this rate.
We'll probably have to do a little bit of speed run, because not only
Of course, right as we get to the really complex sets.
That's all we want to do. We're just kind of, but yeah, we should. This is a great. It has the box. There's lots of diamonds. You can become rich. Diamonds, gems. You know what I mean?
All right. So this next set, this is set number 70826. Rex's Rick Dream Awful Rotor. It's going to retail for roughly $30 and has 230 pieces, approximately. Okay. To be brief, I love Rex's hairpiece. I've said this numerous times. It's not one that I'd use, at least for myself, because even though it's wavy and dark brown, which remind you of anyone's hair, it's just I don't wear my hair like that. But it's a great hairpiece. It's like sincerely awesome. The car is also really cool. I'm slightly partial to the color scheme being dark blue and lime. However, I'm not fond of the patterns. I don't understand the patterning thought process here. It just seems a little arbitrary at times. But outside of that, function to the buggy is absolutely amazing. And yeah, this is a good set.
I find it really interesting that this is a 3-in-1 set that's not creator brand. It's a licensed for all purposes, but it's 3-in-1. So like you've got like the best part of it, the raptor with wheels, and then the raptor with longer mecha arms. I love it.
So LJ, I'd like to point you to that the one with the wheels, the raptor with wheels, and just ask you what you think, knowing me that this raptor is exactly partaking in.
Oh my gosh. It glitched the car around itself. Oh no!
Lego has the deepest lore.
Nick actually has a lot of these, and they may or may not end up showing up in other later on. Yeah. They are very good.
I think this is probably one of my biggest contributions to the film.
Nick was pushing really hard to happen, and it did.
In terms of very early in the process, we had dinosaurs, and there were also cool bikes, and now we have both.
Can we send this to Matthew Wald, perchance?
Can do, but he'll just be like, oh, Lego. I used to work with that. Neat.
I think it'd be exciting. Okay, all right. That has escalated this set to a possible buy for me. I might have to get that for that, because that's hilarious.
What's the name of the business dinosaur again? It's like a really good name.
It is. I believe it should be. Look.
Because it doesn't say on the set page.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, Execurexosaurus.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what this one is, because he's got the briefcase and coffee mug?
And the coffee cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a very busy man.
Yep.
I'm really loving this. I'm really
This might
loving
be my
this
favorite.
Rex character from the sets I've seen of him, just because he's got that old. He looks like a more modern rendition of the old Alpha Team set, and he just has dinosaur minions for some reason. I mean, that's what's not to like there. And I actually quite like. I really love that color scheme of lime green and dark blue, because it's very toy-like and vibrant in nature, but it's still it still looks kind of serious, you know. Like I wish I think it was the Alien Conquest. I wish they had like all like really bright blue vehicles. Is that what they were called? The old UFO?
The Earth Defense Force.
Yeah. Like I really wish all of that was just dark blue.
ADU.
ADU.
AU.
Yeah, building stuff for Rex was. I worked on a couple of boosts. We're working on stuff with Rex, and it's a lot of fun to build because it's basically just like sci-fi, sweet mechs and all sorts of weird nonsense with dinosaurs. And it's main thing is just to keep using angles, no bows, no curves, only angles and
Nexo shapes.
yeah, nexo shapes basically. And thankfully, there's still a bunch of dark blue pieces and that we currently can use for that, so we didn't have to color change everything, which is nice.
Oh, speaking of color changes for the set, though, the little plantimal critter there, he's got inside his body, he's got lavender crabs.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Lavender crabs.
That's cool. I really like interesting colors. We're getting a lot of just really great colors in general from all these Lego movie sets, apart from the Mel Beer tricycle. You know? Yeah, I really like it.
I feel like there are a couple others that I'm looking forward to learning more about that have some interesting color changes.
Yeah. Only thing though is that the 3-in-1 though, the one with I really like him with the mug, because you know that's in there again. The whole thing with the mug part though is that just if you make that version of the set, you have a lot of loose parts. You feel?
Make
A
someone
lot
else
of
with
loose pieces to make something else with, yeah.
Anything else with, including 2 raptor.
Yeah.
The world is
Yeah, I know, right? But like with the creator sets, they mostly like use the most of the parts of the entire set when you make the different models, or is like the 3-in-1, are those like
It
you?
kind of depends. There's always like
Something
a
wide.
smaller one and a medium sized one and a big one. There's just
Yeah, but like
Plus in a wide
you,
range.
can you make, for example, can you have the one with the robot arms? Is that you just can you have the main vehicle completely with all its parts together, as well as the Raptor with arms, or do you have to like take parts from the Jeep?
You could get pretty close, but I think it is kind of a mixture.
Oh, okay.
no. The Jeep has
Still.
little ball joint pieces in it, so
Yeah.
yeah, I know
Okay.
that for a fact. No, you
Okay.
can't build them at the same time. It's a very classical 3-in-1 where it's just like take everything apart, put it together
Okay.
in these 3 configurations. But there's plenty of parts left for you to build all sorts of weird nonsense.
yeah.
Like a tire with 2 raptor arms coming out of the sides. A pretty terrifying concept.
Pretty fun.
I mean, I just want to get the set just to have the Glinched Raptor, just
Yep.
because that's really great. Because someone will
buying
look at it and
several
just like,
editions.
yeah, this is an official set, you know.
Oh my gosh, he's even got the same colors or similar colors, not exact, but shades of blue. Okay, anyone else? And
We should move on.
okay.
Yeah.
So the next one, let's see what I've got here. Oh, okay, that's exactly what I anticipated. I swear this time, guys, that is what I anticipated. All right, next one is set number 70825, Queen Whatever Wannabes Build Whatever Box. And it's going to retail for roughly $40 and contains approximately 455 pieces. Let's get the elephant out of the room here. Teal has returned to us in the form of a brick separator.
Oh yes.
You bet.
Yeah, so you can tell that I guess this is one that I worked on, and I think all the sets that I worked on have teal book separators.
And when you say worked on it, Nick has just built this thing. Has built so many weird variations of whatever. It's like it's ridiculous. And I have also a contribution to this set in the form of the toaster. That was mine. I made that.
Which one's the toaster?
Oh gosh.
So the one that looks like a toaster, if you look at the back of the box.
There's a 15.
Oh, I see it.
So this was I worked on this with a colleague, Ilya. Actually, so many people worked on this. This character has iterated so many times. We had
Love
the
the
pleasure of
toaster.
being able to work on the very final version of her, of where essentially she's amazing, very
I think
mysterious,
half the
shape-shifting
design
character.
department at least had some
this-
form of a version of this character before.
But
So
so
this is one character. This is all just one character and just
This is
different
all-
forms.
yes, so this is a I don't know how to describe it. It's a 15-in-5.
Yeah, something
Model?
like that.
I think, because there is 5 different, like you can build 5 different models at a time, picking from 3 different models each.
That's great.
So on the back of the box, it's the clearer image kind of showing that you can build sort of all these different forms for the different colors of how she appears.
That's
So,
a lot of value. in
it's
terms
kind of like-
creativity.
A mad, crazy, like, rebuilding box, because there's so many different shapes that you can make with her, plus
Yeah.
many, many more.
I really like the idea of this set. Just how many examples there are, the kind of creativity it can inspire. There's a lot kids can do with this one.
I'm super excited to see what kids are making with this, because this is something kind of new and different, but also
Yeah.
very classic at the same time.
Did you have a number of how many you actually ended up building with the final volume?
I think I had made around around 70 different
What?
distinct forms of her, just all sorts of different things.
I'm
Will,
glad the
Which has
toaster
involved
made
other
it.
people, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Nick's made many as well.
will we ever get to see any of those at any point?
I hope so. I mean, there'll be a lot. I mean, there's a lot here. There's some others in other sets. There's
Some in
there'll
the
be
movie.
many in the movie that you'll see at some point in the future,
Okay.
and even
When-
more. Yes.
When you guys made all these different characters, did you guys get the printed pieces first, or were they given to you afterwards? Like how
So
would they
her
implement
face
it?
is on a new brick, which is a 1x4x3 tall brick, so that her whole face is sort of like all in one piece. So you can just sort of easily swap it in, and you don't have like separate. Well, one of them you do have separate eyes, but most of them you've got sort of a whole face unit, and then you around it.
I'm curious about that because like some of the pieces that have her whole face, like you mentioned, but it looks like there's one tiny brick off to the top right with like part of her eyebrow and eye. Is that a separate piece, or is that like
The decoration.
It's part of the decoration.
Oh wow!
So
Okay.
part of the illusion. Ooh.
Interesting.
So when we were like first working on it, we just sort of had 3 1x4 bricks stacked on top, and then either a like drawn on face or a sticker of a face, just as a prototype.
Oh, that sounds a lot less fun then, because I really love these designs for these headpieces. They really look cartoony enough to go really well with the Lego.
Yeah, so part of the fun of it was like as it was. So once we sort of had the final expressions, being able to put them into the models to see like, oh, now it really comes to life. Like that, the face makes a big difference on. Like you'll have a silhouette of a rocket or a butterfly, and it's like, okay, this looks like a butterfly, but once you put the face on it, then it really comes to life.
Also, you get to like draw a bunch of really dumb faces, which is also great.
Also part of my job is a lot of it is building with Lego, and then a lot of it is also like scribbling on Lego with a pen to draw little dumb faces. Whereas it's like 2 dots and a smile, and now it's got so much character in it. It's just often
It's like a Ditto from Pokemon.
Yeah, they're
Doesn't
Ditto faces.
quite get-
My goodness.
Huh. I'm just in a. I think it's a really cool set, and and you just get lots of these. Most of these sets where you have a big chunk of parts like this, you get very basic colors. I mean, no one can complain about the color selection of parts here. There's a very cool color palette going on that I really like.
Yeah.
That was another highlight, just being able to use so many exciting colors.
Yeah, man, teal's great.
Whole spectrum.
So this is the first set that we've gone through today that you designed, basically. Then, so the
first set that I finished working on. And sort of
you finished working on.
Yeah,
Did
'cause
some
a lot of
sets
other
you
ones-
start working on, then someone finished it?
Because it's sort of
Yeah.
like I guess I've been working on it for almost 3 years.
Most sets in the movie
Um,
have had like at least 2 or 3 different designers on
Yeah,
it.
so a lot of things like sort of like shift hands at different stages of the work. So sometimes you'd work on one character and then somebody else would work on another character, and then those 2 things sort of get put together into a set and then finalized by somebody else.
So the Glinch part of the Raptor, that was all you?
Yes.
Okay. Figures.
And then Marcus,
Our
the
friend
colleague,
Marcus,
was,
which is
had to figure out the car using the pieces from the
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, great set. Or do you have something else for us, or does anyone have any closing thoughts on this big boy right here?
I'm pretty good. This looks incredible.
Yeah.
It probably isn't something that I will get simply because I cannot. It's difficult for me to even fathom what I would do with it, but I also am really, really interested to see what
it's in the
people are gonna
title.
do.
Build whatever. LG.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, okay, I want to build a large mech with articulated knees, but guess what I can't do with this set? I can't build that. Now can I?
Not with that attitude, LJ. You inaccurate little.
You have to believe in yourself. LG.
Dumb
gotta
question,
believe.
but dumb question, but it pertains to the value you get in this set. Are there 5 different crown pieces? Because you said you can build
Yes.
the 5 different categories at once.
There are 5 crowns.
Ooh,
Excellent.
confirmed.
Yeah, so that's like the alternative to jewels.
They're all in like.
crowns.
You can actually put a jewel inside of the crown.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Oh, that's clever.
that's value right there. But why doesn't this set have jewels though? That's what I want to know.
0 out of 10.
Questions.
Nick, what did you post in the chat here? What is this?
That's
Oh,
a sig fig.
That's my sig fig.
Did you draw that face?
I couldn't find a face that I felt really captured my expression, so I
Behold, everyone.
Okay.
It is
There was
there.
an attempt. I've seen a lot worse on Flickr. I will say that. I have seen a lot worse, like Overwatch wannabe characters that are just drawn on, and they look a lot worse than this. So I mean, it looks like a face. So that's a big one right there.
Oh man. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next set here. As soon as I can bring that up. Let's see if I'm not going to screw this one up. I'm not.
Oh, you are.
This one I feel
good,
we should
good
probably
have that confidence.
We should probably move this one a little quickly. 70820 Lego Movie Maker retails for roughly $50. Has about 482 pieces. This is essentially it's like a studio set, where it's got a backdrop and it's got all these characters. So I don't know how much ad looks great. Anyone else?
I really don't. Go on.
I'm really nostalgic for the old studio set that I always wanted but never got. So seeing kind of the same idea brought back with this and with a smartphone app and whatnot is just really cool to me.
I'm biased because of the same reasons, but the other way around. Because I did actually get the set, the Lego Studios one, very far back. Got it in Legoland. Super excited about it because I was a big fan of movie making and all the brick films and stuff. Got home, didn't work on my computer, wanted to die.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I really hate all the smartphones, iPhones, apps, all the stuff in here. So I don't really like that. Such a pure nostalgic thing in my mind is nowadays just like a little backdrop, and you just do stuff on your little smartphone. Scratches me that does not mash my potatoes at all. You know, it just scratches me the complete wrong way. So I don't like. I don't. Are you right, LJ?
X, you have a phone, right?
I do have a phone, but I'm not gonna play Diablo, man. Let's not go there. But yeah, it's an alright set, but I am just biased towards it because I don't like phones these days.
Don't you guys have Lego?
Ah! Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next set.
Okay, so the next one. Oh, whoops. We've already talked about that one. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
2 backdrops. Cool.
So the next one is actually, I feel like this has been one that we've really needed to talk about. Set number 70831, Emmett's Dreamhouse / Rescue Rocket, retails for roughly $70 and contains about 708 pieces.
I love these type of sets. This reminds me of all the crazy cars from the first Lego movie.
Yeah.
This is like the purest form of Lego for me, where it's just like crazy stuff that you would only see within the Lego universe. Because it's kind of the whole, this reminds me of that really old movie as well, where there's like 2 kids that have the like an old board game, and then they just end up in space. I have no idea what it's called.
Zathura.
Zathura. Yeah, that's the one. It just instantly goes there. I mean, I just think it's a cool thing if you go through the toy store and you just see a house flying in space. This thing is ridiculously cool. I love it.
It's good because Nick made it.
Nick. I am sensing a pattern with sets that you have worked on. They're all amazing. What is this?
This is actually my first.
Do you work for Lego or something?
This is actually my first time seeing the box art showing the house being a rocket. I never noticed that previously. I really like this a lot. That's fantastic.
So this has got a really fun thing, which is that there's 2 box fronts to this set.
There's no back.
There's no back of the box.
Oh.
Ooh.
This is actually something we've noticed recently, specifically with Overwatch.
Yep, the Bastion set has it very prominently as well. Yeah.
Was there any reason why you guys did that, or was there just people in retail that
innovation?
Because it's cool, and it's like it's like there's not really an A and a B model here. It's like they're both
A models.
Yeah.
Or both B models. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't transform. You have to actually build the different versions of the set. Yeah.
So it's kind of like this could be put on the shelf in either direction, and it would be this is the set.
Oh, okay.
So that was really fun to be able to do.
Yeah, I just think it's a really cool set because it reminds me of the little house that they run through in the first Lego movie, which I thought was really neat. But
house.
Yeah, we just never got to say that. But I have about the I want you to explain the like metal. It's like an arm thing the version of the set where it's just the normal house.
Mhm.
What are some of the stuff that you see around here? Because like there's this.
Playing yourself.
Yeah,
That's
there's just
so,
this. There's
so what
this
you
bolt-
see, yeah,
There's
is
so many dumb references.
it's like a creator rebuild set, because there's all these pieces from the rocket, like the engine big boosters. Those
Mhm.
need to be somewhere in the house model as well.
Yeah.
So I was able to have a lot of fun and take a lot of liberties as well, of like little accessories that could be in the house, so that the pieces that are there for building the rocket. So some of them include, there's down the bottom you got the tealbook separator. There's an accordion and a radio, where
that's
the
an
radio
accordion.
is using a spring-loaded shooter brick, the 1x4.
Oh,
It's got a
Oh,
spring inside it,
I like
and
that.
when it's not loaded, the spring just rattles around loosely.
So it makes noise.
So it's got like a noise-making.
Ah.
functionality. I love it.
And then there's like a laser pointer for playing with you've got a cat in the set, so
You mean the ultimate
yeah.
weapon? Sorry, no, just the ultimate weapon.
there does seem to be a trend of laser pointers in Lego movies.
Did you
there's-
just say omelet weapon? That sounds delicious.
Sounds delicious. There's also a little metal tub there that's for giving Unikitty a bath. In her current state, I imagine would be quite a bad idea.
But she can also it can also just be her bed, right? I think it was in the attic for a while as her bed.
No, it's still up there.
The bed is still up there?
Yeah, there's attic space. There's a little
Okay.
heater in the attic where she can sleep.
Oh, I have a contribution to this set as well. I made the sleepy form of Unikitty. That was my design.
Oh,
It's adorable.
that's
Ooh.
clever.
You drew it?
No, I made the build.
Build
It's
it.
like a really dumb, really simple build, basically, to allows her to sit inside the barrel.
Yeah, I've noticed that there's like a lot of like different sitting positions for Unikitty in his different sets, but I like this. That brings her a lot more character.
Important question,
Ah.
because AT just posted a picture which kind of points this out to me. This is Emmett's dream house, right?
Yes.
But there's no double-decker couch.
Got him. Roasted.
There's also no and this is going to be well, this is going to be spoilers from the trailer X, if that's okay.
I'll live. No worries.
There's no triple decker porch swing.
What?
There's no double decker porch swing out the back.
Oh.
So that I explored a lot. But if in order to have two minifigures sort of sitting on top of each other in a swing, the swing would have had to have been taller than the house. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to have this like cute little swing tucked away behind the house if it was bigger than the
There's
house.
a lot of double-decker porch swings floating around the building area.
Emmett has he has this great
Okay. But I do
also
really
on
want.
the inside, there's one of my favorite details the graphic designers were able to put in was there's this. Well, there's this portraits of all the different characters,
I
and
noticed.
there's this television screen that's got this very exciting programming on it.
What's
Just like
oh?
it's just like a
Test
static
pattern.
signal.
It's a test
Yeah,
screen.
like the no signal thing.
There's no programming in the.
In the apocalypse.
But I like to imagine that Emmett still really loves this TV show.
It's bright colors.
I love that though. That's a really cool. That's a print and not a sticker.
That's a sticker, high quality
That's a
sticker.
sticker. Okay, that's a high quality sticker trademark.
Yeah.
But that's a cool sticker though that I know a lot of people can probably use for old Max because that's a very good looking TV. So people trying to make like a very very authentic looking house probably really thankful for that sticker. You know.
You want to talk about the other elements that are...
I do. This is like my one opportunity, and this is the kind of thing that will, like.
Well, one of them is a barricade,
bother me.
obviously.
That is the one I was wondering because it looked like a robot arm, and I was wondering if it attaches to the house through the pipe because it has a stud shooter at the end of it. You know?
Oh yeah, so it's kind of just like a defensive barricade. It's got the ball joint. It can connect to the workshop in the back where there's the water tower in the workshop where Emmett's working on some kind of house rocket, I guess.
Yeah.
Micro house rocket.
It worked. It makes sense when you say it's a water tower, because I was also very hugely wondering what that was supposed to be. But I am content now with your explanations. You have defended your builds very expertly. I'm still a huge fan of this set.
Your set thesis
Great
has
work.
been
The orange
properly
door
filled.
is used as a little fold-out cover for all the portraits
Yeah,
in the rocket mode.
I'm trying to find a picture of it. I don't know
It's
if
built
there's
in a very
picture
peculiar.
of the inside of the rocket,
It might not be available.
but the door is. Oh yeah, there's AT's shared an image. You can't see it in this picture. Near the back of the rocket, the orange door is built sideways as like a fold-down bed.
Oh,
Oh.
gosh.
See, LJ, there is ways to use.
That was me. There is a way. Okay.
Short-term memory loss. All right, I'm sorry. No worries.
I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable bed because it's still shaped like a door.
It has 4 holes.
Four holes in the front
Just
and a door.
imagine it's.
But you know, you're in space. You've got to.
Yeah.
You gotta make do.
Make do.
Beggars
Also-
can't be choosers.
That is true.
Just turn off the gravity of your ship, right? And then
Oh, wait.
Interesting detail to point out. Not the picture I just posted, but
Oh,
I
okay.
just noticed Rex has jetpack that's got like transparent blue lightning bolt jetpack thing, whereas why can't I remember her name? Is it General
General Mayhem.
General Mayhem? Hers is the fire with like the glitter in it. So
There's a
kind
lot of careful consideration.
Yeah.
Big thinky.
It's a character detail.
Rex's helmet is
A lightning
absolutely
person
awesome.
or a
With
fire
flames.
person.
I feel like Rex's helmet will make for very good system
Yeah.
purist Master Chief mocks.
yeah, and he
I'm pretty
also
sure.
has that cool solid, like lime green visor, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the whole helmet from like the space driller guy that we had in collectible minifigures series?
It's the paintball helmet, I think.
Is it?
Oh,
Yes.
that's interesting.
that's clever.
That's a clever
Okay.
use. Oh, okay, yeah. Because I did recognize that helmet from somewhere. But I'm glad that we're getting in dark blue. Can make a lot of sci-fi troopers from
Right? 'Cause
that.
it doesn't fit with a normal visor.
No.
No, it's just there's also more square.
This looks good.
Yeah.
This looks really good. Okay.
Great work, Nick. You did it again.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
All right, let's go with the
Okay.
next one.
So we're almost done with the Lego Movie 2.
Oh.
Set number 70828, Pop-Up Party Bus. It's going to retail for roughly $80 and has 1,013 pieces in it.
Oh boy, this one is
Incredible.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So there's
This-
The shape on this is crazy. I love it.
this
Yeah.
is an amazing set and one that I can never in a million billion years see myself ever owning.
But it's so good though.
But
Yeah,
Fit
it has.
nicely.
I love it having
Nothing else.
immensely smooth shapes, and then it just opens up to be this huge party.
Oh, it's so
This-
big inside once you open it up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So this set is it's made by a colleague called Joel, and he's like Nick, he was also a bit of a concept guy.
Yeah,
coming
we
to
were
work on the
colleagues.
movie.
I was lent out to a different project, and he was lent out to a different project as well. So we have now both transferred permanently to like different projects. But yeah, so he's
So he's a bit
spent
of
some
like
time on the movie.
a wild like concept guy. Like he's really into shapes and functions. A lot of functions, a lot of book math. So he kind of like he built these very ridiculous transforming party buses from the get go with these very strange shapes, very cool curves and that, and then pretty much carried the model through from start to finish and sort of very like committed to making this work as a set.
This is actually his first set as
First
like
proper.
being
set
the main
taking
designer on
over.
it.
That
Designed
is
like a lot of concepts for elves and stuff, and he did the original concept model for the micro scale Hogwarts as well. And So he's done a lot of like different concept ideas that other people finished, but this one he finished himself with some help from the more experienced members on the team.
Function and shape. This guy has a good track record so far. If this is like his
My favorite thing about this set is the function he uses the elves dragon egg bottom part, which has a kind of a fractured glass look, and then you shine a light brick through it to create a light dot pattern over the dance floor. And then with the same function where you push it, much like with the Temple of Erjitsu, you push it and you rotate it at the same time, causing the little egg to rotate around, and then the light dots are all over the place, so they rotate with it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I see that now. I had to click on the...
Where do you rotate it? Where's the control for that?
The big engine on the back. The big main engine.
That's like the button to turn it on and then to...
Gosh.
That's brilliant.
Dang,
There's
that is
so much
really well
function
done.
on this thing.
Also uses new gear wheels.
Yep, there's this
Yeah.
new plate gear element where you've got these... it's a plate. There's also a gear.
Yeah,
And
it intermeshes with each other, and also intermeshes a certain order of studs. Like if you jumper a stud and then put one normal one next to it and then jumper the next one, it can create a gear rack, like a built gear rack, so you can make functions that way too. It's very useful. It's very cool.
My goodness, this is insanely impressive.
Yeah, it has it all. It has really good shapes. It has a lot of function and has a lot of detail. So I am very at loss for constructive.
I also
also
like how
has-
the dog character actually fits in the driver's seat. Like,
Yeah.
Very
It's a
that's
dog.
clever. Well, it looks like a dog to me.
It's
I have
a zebra. It's a zebra.
It is a zebra.
Really?
His name is something with a joke about zebras.
Let me see if I can find his name that's listed.
I don't see it on the set itself.
No, I think is his name Zeeb?
It's on the box.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's Zeeb. That's right.
Zeeb.
Zeeb.
Wow.
Zebra.
Yeah, I see it. It's like really blurry on the picture, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This set also has a brand new color as well.
Yeah, forgot about
If that was enough.
Wait, what?
Damn.
Where?
A new color.
Coral.
Vibrant coral.
Vibrant coral.
Is that the deep or the pinkish, like on the striper on the outside?
The
Yep.
pictures don't do it
Overtime stripe?
justice, because when you see it, you'll know that it's a new color because it burns into your retina, and
This,
you go to bed and all you can see is coral.
Where
color
is-
is
where is the
radioactive.
color
It's like
in
a very
question?
bright,
Disclaimer:
Fluoro,
color is not
yeah.
actually radioactive.
it's a very fluoro color.
Where's the part on the set that has the color in particular?
Yeah, what
It
color?
looks like orange in most of the pictures.
So it's on the
Oh.
zebra, the coral on the side, and then on the outside the stripe, the lower stripe is coral color.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought.
it looks a lot more.
So
vibrant.
if you imagine that as you see it on your computer screen, but if you turn the brightness on your computer screen all the way up, but only on that part, and the rest like of the image was lower, and that would be kind of what's going on.
Yeah,
Right,
They had
so-
to tone it
pictures.
down so as not to cause retina damage to shoppers walking through the store.
I am complete at loss still where this color is and
it's a bottom
what it
line.
is, like-
Like the stripe
Is it
on the
red?
outside, the bottom
Is it bluey? Is it dark, light?
It's kind of
It's
like
pinkish.
It turned out like
Reddish.
It's like it's
Between
salmon
orange
if
and
you
red.
microwaved it for like
Oh,
with uranium.
oh, so it's the salmon
Not
colored
actually,
thing
yeah.
on the Zeeb guy.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's cool though. I mean, I'd still want more hues of green, but you know, we have olive green, so I beggars
How about
can't
more hues of red though?
How's about more
I know,
Mata green?
but I'm,
You know.
no,
Oh,
LJ,
yeah, that's-
stop.
that's-
That's just you.
Mata
That's
green.
just
You
you.
mean
No
dark
one else
green?
cares.
How dare you?
I mean Voltron.
Voltron
lime
lime
green. But yeah, no, this is an amazing set. Still won't get it, simply because my wallet and I don't want to burn my eyes, my retinas on this brand new color. But gosh, this is incredible. Major props to the guy who put the
But
effort into
LJ,
working
what
on
if
this.
there was a Bionicle reference in this set?
I would buy it in a heartbeat and I wouldn't look back.
I
Because
feel sorry for everyone collecting. No,
Because-
go on, LJ. Oh.
I'm shallow like that, as I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it in mind. Next time
Put
I make
some
an expensive
bonkel in,
set
we're
and I
good.
don't plan for you to buy, then I'll just put One Bionicle reference.
No!
Sing one more set.
Ah!
I'll end this set on a good note, and that is, or it's actually not a good note at all, and that is I'm sorry for everyone who's collecting different Unikitty figures, because there's a lot of them in these different sets, including this one. And this one has like the best version of Unikitty I've seen so far. She just looks hilarious.
In this set? She is
Platform shoes.
Yeah, I love that.
Disco Kitty.
If you were a fan of the recap reviews, you'd refer to them as hooked boots, because that's what I called them, like an idiot.
That's good, man. Good to have self-confidence.
All right, so
what's next?
Yeah.
I will mention this because it would be impolite of me not to do so. The final, and I mean the final. Oh, come on, cooperate. Lego Movie 2 set is one that... Oh, fudge. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Dang me. Okay, this set... Okay, no, wait. There's the next page.
You okay there, Elton?
Brilliant. So, I had in my head... I forgot this set... I forgot this set existed. And it's the largest of the wave. 70835 Rex Explorer. Retailing for roughly $120 with 1,172 pieces.
2 raptors.
Yep, that's where that's going.
And a
to.
skateboard. I built the skateboard.
The skateboard.
Is that the contribution you had to this set? You built.
That's my contribution.
Oh, that's more than nothing.
And I can't describe how happy I was to be able to do this as my as I was being paid to build a skateboard for a dinosaur.
So who designed this set? Anyone you guys know?
What's that?
Who designed this set?
Oh, this is Jordan.
Jordan Scott, and also Jonas. Jonas, who worked on the Hulkbuster, and is also a big Lego AFOL.
Yeah, he's Legolize It Man.
Legolize It Man. Yeah, he makes some very, very sweet mech stuff. But he worked on the initial version on it, and then Jordan Scott, who's also used to work on Star Wars, did a couple of UCS.
He did the Sea Cow too.
He did Sea Cow. He did
a lot of
UCS
Lego Movie
Y-Wing
1 stuff.
Speeder. Yeah, bunch of awesome things. Pose excellent as well. So he's a space guy. He's very much knows his spaceship. So
and also dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
So this is the perfect set for him.
This is an incredible set. I love sci-fi. I love dinosaurs. I love drop ships in particular, and this set just has it all. I mean, you can have the raptor inside. Does it fit both of them or just one raptor?
Yeah, it fits both.
Both raptors.
One of them is the pilot. One of them is like the navigator or gunner.
This set is insane.
Driven by raptors.
It looks good as well. It has a cool color scheme. It's not just gray like Star Wars. Man, it's I'm left very speechless because there's so much good about this set that I just don't know where to begin, man. You guys like this set? I'm probably gonna get this, but it's gonna be expensive.
It's gonna be very expensive.
I need to have a gunship that's driven by dinosaurs on my shelf.
I don't think
that's just way too good to pass up.
The premise is amazing.
And you get a little planetable too. Two plantables.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh man.
The color scheme is still great. I'm still a little put off by the patterning because I can't figure out what it is. Is it like a glowing eye thing? Is like Rex gonna lose an eye and this is foreshadowing? I don't know. But the colors itself, they look great. The shape looks really cool. I love that premise so much. And you get a lot here. Like this looks like a really fun playset. Like I don't have much to add because this is a little outside of my scope, but this looks
actually love this skateboard now that I see the raptor on it. It's a very well designed.
Yeah, that picture's on the back of the box.
That's my favorite feature on the back of
yeah, that is rad. That's some profile picture stuff right there. The dinosaur riding it. It's
skateboard action.
Yeah, I honestly love it. Color scheme, like with a lot of that lime green there, reminds me a lot of Decepticons from Transformers. That's pretty neat. Also, I find it really interesting to see black lightsaber bars with Technic pins on it, because that's so Flicker of me, or they're just Flicker-like.
Well, I think a lot of
just-
Star Wars
like the guns on the
similar
front.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonas is very
Yeah.
well known for his flicker builds. So.
Yeah, because it feels like something that you see a lot in military themed builds on Flickr, but it's something that I thought would look way too military / weapon-esque to actually be featured in an actual Lego set. So it's pretty
There
cool
was
to actually
also-
see it right
There
there.
was
Dinosaurs there.
Dinosaurs piloting this
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah, but dinosaurs piloting.
Plant beings.
Dinosaurs piloting vehicles within a Lego set is a lot more plausible than seeing designs reminiscent of modern weaponry within Lego sets.
Which is fair.
IMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really what takes I just thought that was a neat building technique that they shoved in there. You know, they still have the old stud shooters and stuff in there as well, so you can clearly see that it is not a Flicker build. But I need to check out this guy.
All right,
If,
next.
if
my
you-
next flicker build's gonna have such.
Just touch.
Anyone else?
I think that's it.
All right. In that case, I will now actually show the final Lego Movie 2 set. And let me just double check.
Which
and
one
s-
am I
okay.
missing?
There's
Alright.
another one?
There is
Yeah.
one more that once again dab on the haters. I'm talking about you, Hugh, over at Brickset, because you never responded to my inquiry about being on my show. But anyway, I'm not
No.
bitter.
No,
We're only gonna talk about
yeah?
this briefly. Set number 10895. Emmett and Lucy's Visitors from the Duplo Planet for roughly $30, containing roughly 53 pieces. It's a Duplo set. And we have Emmett and Lucy as Duplo figures, and it is the most accurate to the Duplo characters from the film that we have right now, because they're actually made out of Duplo.
It's a little bit nightmare fuel. If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. But it is a thing. It is Duplo. Obviously,
It's
this
kind
is
of the most adorable nightmare fuel possible.
I'm almost definitely getting this. This is
Yeah, I'll
great.
be getting this for sure.
Emmett looks cute. Lucy looks like she is suffering.
I think it might be the
inside.
angle on the box. She looks better from like a higher angle.
Yeah. It's a little outside of my age range, I have to say, given that this is a set where the age recommendation is it 2? I want to
2 plus. 2 plus.
2
Are
plus.
you 2 plus, LJ?
I would say, are you 2 plus?
Unfortunately, I just turned 1.5 the other day, so I think it's a little beyond me.
I mean, you can grow into it.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll save it for you.
Has a
Yeah.
lot of interesting builds and detail. This set,
Like
Lot of-
using the flower on top of
The
that
Duplo.
one alien.
One of my favorite features is the little digit guy there, the small one, who's just 2 pieces. He can fit inside the one who has the slide for a tongue. He can fit right in there, and then he can
Ah.
slide down.
Be thrown up by one of the other Duplo aliens.
Also makes for good portability if you ever need to move your set around.
He's here.
Hi,
Envy.
Envy. What's up, man?
Hey,
Good morning.
so I set my alarm for 4:35 p.m. when I needed it to be at 4:35 a.m. So I slept in
Right.
on this, but apparently
From
it's
the
still
top,
going
man.
because
Remember, it's episode 105. Let's go.
All right,
Cue
105.
music. Let's go.
Welcome to the TV podcast. Wait,
Episode 105.
Hey, buddy. Did you guys get anything this week?
Here, hang on. Here, we got to do this the right way. Gosh darn it! Where's my
No.
music?
LJ,
Brickfeed.
no,
No,
you're taking the
okay.
joke too far. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Uh,
one of my favorite details of the set is a little sign that the road sign that Wild Style's holding that says it's a stop sign, and it's got never scribbled onto it.
It never
Oh,
stops.
I wish that was an
Watch.
actual Lego.
Just imagine putting that like in a normal like Duplo city kind of environment.
Yeah, why
A
is
street-
that
a street
there?
sign?
So like that's also WildStyle has a shield like that where it says never stop on it. In the system sets. But
That's
then
cool.
On the other side.
in the Duplo set, on the reverse of this stop sign, there is a go sign, and it's been scribbled go for it.
Nice. I didn't notice that. It doesn't show that in the set photos. That's awesome.
It's on the back
great.
of the box, I think.
Is
It's
it?
on the back of the box.
Yeah.
Back of the box.
I didn't see it. Let me see. But
It's very cute.
can I ask who's responsible for the box art showing something that's physically impossible to do in real life, like the mouth there being separated by air?
It's possible.
Who's responsible for that? Like,
It can be done.
It can be done. You need to take the picture like
Very
exactly right.
Yeah, the exact. You just gotta believe, man.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
it has gopher on the other side. That's nifty.
yeah,
that
I see it now. That's awesome.
yeah, that's Duplo. I think this is the first
good.
Duplo set that
Very
we've
good.
ever talked about. At least while I've been here. All right.
Well, it certainly shouldn't be the last. I think go back to them often.
Next time I'll turn 2, and then we can talk about them more.
Yes, when you're old enough. When you're
Okay.
old enough, LJ.
Okay, when I grow
Yeah.
up.
Once we get there, man.
All right. Speaking of getting there, we finally did it. That's it. It's the Lego Movie 2 sets. It's all of them. I think that if any of them have any hidden Bionicle references, no matter the cost, I'm probably gonna have to shank my wallet to get the cash for them. But
Is that a freaking Bionicle reference?
But yeah, no, I think they look like a lot of fun. I don't know if I will be getting many of them. At the very least, I'm interested in that one with Batman. But they look like so much fun. I see a lot of... It seems like a lot more... I don't want to say creativity, that's the wrong thing, but a lot more... I also don't know if I want to say risks are being taken with these. Because I don't think there are more risks than any other LEGO theme. But they are definitely... Like, a lot of them are really out there, and they do a lot of fun stuff that's accomplished very well. And it seems like there are a lot more, I would say, almost iconic sets as opposed to LEGO Movie 1 sets. Because I don't remember a lot of those, but I feel like a lot of these I'm going to remember. Like, I would be remiss to forget dinosaurs flying a spaceship, or a house turning into a rocket ship and flying off.
I would refer back to that brick-built banana.
Yeah, okay, and the banana! And the banana! I gotta get the banana!
Banana guys, cool. I like them.
Super.
It's called, I think the word you're looking for, LJ, is innovation.
Yeah, I think potentially.
Banana embodies innovation.
Bananavation.
That image. Oh my, dude.
Okay, so now we've gotten to that.
That's too good.
Let's very briefly go over this. I don't really like talking about most of these. When I say most of these, I'm talking about comic book sets. Let's just say I've been burned a little, specifically on this podcast talking about these.
Are
But,
Barnacle sets technically comic book sets?
I think so.
I mean,
I think that makes
they were published by DC, so there's an argument to be made.
Is
well-
DC is DC superheroes and Marvel superheroes brand done? Because there's only because we have the Spider-Man sets revealed, right?
Yeah, so we have not talked about those on the Brickfeed podcast. I'm gonna skip them for right now, just because we have a lot more
Yeah,
to go
It's
through.
been out for a while since
That's
July.
okay.
Yeah.
But the point is I'm making is that the lack of Lego Marvel superheroes brand and Lego DC superheroes brand is nowhere to be found. The only thing we have is these Lego insert Batman logo and Lego Spider-Man. Are those just gone?
Where's the Marvel movies at for release? I mean, I
Yeah.
guess Infinity War.
Has there
Well-
been some sort of announcement that I have completely missed? Like, or are they just, is everyone just
I
accepted?
don't think there's been any announcement, but we'll have to wait and see if there's more
Yeah.
superhero stuff.
I think that.
Neither
Yeah,
of
I
us
mean,
can
I guess
talk
there's-
about that, considering the
No,
fact
no.
that neither of us.
Don't really know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
I was just asking in general if anybody does know, because it just seems really odd.
Oh,
With
I
the-
thought you
the
guys were
sudden
like
shift.
trolling for a second. Like you
No,
have this
I have-
insider. No, not you. Them. Like they have this insider information, but they can't leak it because it's confidential. It's like, oh, we don't know anything. No,
So that being the case, we'll just talk about this one. It's Bat Sub and the Underwater Crash, set number 76116.
Yeah, that one came out today, I think, didn't it?
Say what?
That picture came out today or yesterday, I think.
Yeah, it's very, very recent. Like, the other one was revealed months ago in July, but this one actually was...
Yeah, during Comic-Con.
Yeah, this was revealed today. I don't have a part count. It's part of the Batman series, and it has 2 other characters. It has Batman, Aquaman, and Ocean Master, which I figure would just be Aquaman.
Ocean Man.
So, it's... I don't have a super strong opinion. I'm just bringing it up to say, be nice to the people who like it. It's here. There it is. I have no opinion. Anyone else?
Oh, the sub.
Yeah, the Batman one.
It's yet another vehicle that is black, that has the Batman logo splatted on it, and we just got Aquaman sets from like the movie not too long ago. So the Batman sets continue to puzzle me. But we get for the first time ever, we get the supervillain guy, which I'm just not familiar with whatsoever, because I'm not too hard on the comic book series. But to my knowledge, that is a new helmet.
That's a legal dispute for who can truly call themselves the Master of the Sea. The background, I make it very clear. That's what an underwater courtroom looks like.
Yeah, Batman is there as an adjudicator, and impartial person being from land. He has no direct claim over the ocean, so he's going to be impartial when it comes to deciding who is the real ocean master.
Then what's the shark doing there?
Yeah, he's contending.
Wait.
Part of the jury.
This is all. I'm just gonna take all that complete
He's part of the
canon.
crowd.
Yeah. I do like the helmet. For me, I just like underwater vehicles because I just hope every single day that we get like Aquanauts back or some sort of underwater theme back, because we just haven't had that in a while. So I'll take anything I could get until that point.
Mhm.
But I will give this set a huge plus because it's just not another random black mech with Batman in it. So there's that. You get the black mask on it as well.
The black
scuba thing.
respirator. Is that new?
Yeah. No,
The
that's
black
we've
version's
seen that
done well.
once. Yeah, the only other set I've seen
Yeah,
is
my
Darth
opinion.
Vader Castle.
Darth Vader's Disney Castle.
Yeah, the Darth Vader Disney Castle. Amazon exclusive. Really great looking set that I won't get because Amazon lol. But yeah, that's the only way I've seen it, and I think.
I mean, you can. Is it going to be on Amazon UK or is it just going to be Amazon US?
He's not in Amazon UK.
No, but we can buy stuff from Amazon UK.
We don't live in UK.
No, I know it's weird, but sometimes they ship over the
another
water.
country. Is that possible?
See if you can fool them into doing some international shipping.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
Well, jokes on you.
It's a
This is
bargaining
really
thing.
funny.
Yep. So we still don't know. Yeah, I know it's a recolor, but we were talking about the color itself. It's like a really old piece. We've seen it in a lot of years. But yeah, we still don't know for sure what happens to Lego DC Marvel superheroes. I'm sure we will have sets of those comic book characters in the future for a very long time. It's concerning the actual name branding, but
Yeah, I don't really care, at all, personally.
Yeah,
but...
I don't care either. I just want to know the answers to things that I wonder about, so they don't keep me up at night until 4 in the morning. It's
Oh my
just
gosh.
about closure,
This is what keeps you from sleeping.
No.
Oh gosh, where
No,
are the
that's just
sets at?
Spider-Man. What is that keeps him from sleeping?
Yeah, it's the yes or no answers. I
all right.
I should go back to the drawing
He's too
board.
busy thinking the legal proceedings of Ocean Master versus Aquaman. It's a very tough case.
Yeah.
So-
Will we ever find out? Will there ever be?
We're gonna go ahead
Definitive
and
ocean.
Yeah, with the real ocean.
we're gonna wait until Aquaman 2018 to see the results of this. And in the meantime, this is something I want to gloss over as well because I have nothing to say about this, which I'm sure a lot of people would find ironic, given that what we're about to discuss very briefly next is Lego Technic. And Bionicle started off as a sub-theme of Technic. But it's vehicles. I don't have much to say about vehicles. So we'll start off with something kind of interesting. Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, set number 42093, approximately 579 pieces. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is not because I have a super vested interest in this, but is actually because it's doing something that I'm not familiar with Technic sets doing. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but aren't these the first to be Technic 2-in-1s?
No.
No,
All Technic models are 2-in-1s.
all
Really?
Technic models.
Yeah.
They all do it.
Well, and I'm just unobservant, I guess. Because this is the first time I've ever seen Technic sets do 2-in-1s.
We've discussed sets in the
I thought
past,
you meant
LJ.
like they were packed. They were packing 2 sets in one.
No,
not,
no.
not alternate models.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty normal.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm really just out of the loop when it comes to Technic then. Because this surprised me when I saw it. I was like, wow, okay. Well, in that case, there's nothing too much to say from me here. The other one is tracked loader. So...
I like this orange car here just because usually a lot of these Technic sets, this type of shape that this set has is only reserved to like the very huge sets that you have of real cars, like the old Ferrari sets and some of the newer ones that I can't name because I have next to no knowledge within car brands. You know, I know the red ones are called Ferrari. That's about it. But I really like the shape of this because it's like a shape of like it's a very good shape to it, and you usually don't get that in unless it's the more expensive Technic sets. So the fact that you can get something because this is 579 pieces, and looking at it, it's a lot smaller than than it looks like, if that makes any sense. Because looking at it at first, first ICAP, English is a hard language. It looks a lot bigger than I thought it would. And the more you look at it, the more you reference the parts, you can see that it's smaller and smaller. So I think it's a good Technic set in that it captures the size of bigger sets while still retaining a very small model.
I really
I'm
like.
not gonna get it.
I'm kind of like, I guess I have a simple like request when I'm looking in the quality of vehicles, like the timey car, color, and those two voodoo balls at the front of the model. It really reminds me of a fecal spider.
Oh my gosh.
The Bionicle
Oh.
reference. You get it, LJ.
Oh.
Can't unsee.
My
Can't
goodness.
unsee.
I'm not going to be able to unsee that either.
Wow.
Right?
It's a glitch.
Wow.
It's like
Wow.
a fecal roadster.
Wow. Imagine driving this through some caves.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I can't believe it. The,
We're really getting hung up on this set now.
Gosh. I did not expect that to come out of a conversation about Technic vehicles. On that note, the other one that we do have here is tracked loader, set number 42094, with 827 pieces. And it also looks like a Technic vehicle. It's a large Technic vehicle that deals with logs.
You're unbelievably descriptive there.
I mean, I'll be honest. When I look at this set and I look at the box art and I see the logs, instead of thinking about a normal logging operation, I think of the stinkin' level from Bionicle Heroes with Zactan in it. I don't know if anyone is too familiar with that, but there's a level in that game, and more recently Galador, but that's for something else. But in Bionicle Heroes, there is an entire part of Zactan's level where it's just a logging operation, and I guess you're just going there to stop it. So
Should have had one of these.
It sounds amazing. I never heard it.
Yeah, well,
Let me play the demo.
Why would Zach then be logging? He's just on the side there.
Dude, the lore in Bionicle Heroes is not canon.
the bionicle
What?
timber industry was very important
You're saying
for
that
rock
they
operations.
Rockshi working for them and Balrog and Bizarre.
You know, I'm not an expert on Bionicle lore, but I'm pretty sure it's a big
What happened when I
nah.
killed Trekka?
You just killed him. That's it.
He's just gone, man.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else anyone else has to add to these. I think there's like one other. Yeah, there are like 2 other Technic sets that I have queued up. If you guys want to talk
Yellow
about them,
boa guys,
but
that's
Yeah.
what was that?
in track loader. It's got yellow boa guys.
Okay, we're moving on now.
That can go hand in hand with your yellow
Yeah, no
boa.
no talking about
Yeah,
Bionicle on
yellow.
this podcast.
Boa.
Yeah, you just need to wait for those
Yes.
shields to come out in yellow. They have come out. Have they come out in yellow as well?
That's
Did
it.
the Panda one come out in yellow?
No.
It's like Rangers at some point where we colored a
Hockey,
Borum shield to
yeah.
yellow.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
We digress.
Off on the tangent.
All right. Well, that being the
face
case,
shield's the Borum. No.
we will
Yeah.
Jason needs a log sketch.
just know that there are other Technic sets out there. We're not covering all of them because some of them haven't actually been properly shown with retailer images, but a bunch of them, including almost the entirety that we are aware of City, has been found in Canadian stores and are available for purchase far ahead of the scheduled street date. So we're not talking about those, however. All right, X. What we're about to talk about next, I have absolutely zero opinion on. So I'm going to refrain from speaking.
It's all on
outside
you,
of-
bro.
outside
Alright.
of giving some rudimentary set information, but I know that you had some strong opinions on this because I know that you love it whenever you see people submit this theme to LEGO Ideas. It's Star Wars.
Yay!
so-
Star Wars.
The first 2 is set number 75223 Naboo Starfighter Microfighter, which has 62 pieces, and the set number 75224 Sith Infiltrator Microfighter that doesn't have a piece count. Gonna dab on you again, brick set. And they both retail for roughly $10. So we'll go ahead and start there.
Yeah, I wish I could have some sort of link
I'm working
to
on it.
see
I'm
the
working
sets
on
in particular.
it. I'm working on it.
There we go.
Okay, I got
Hey,
it. Boom! Got him. There you go. Enjoy.
Naboo
All I want to
Starfighter.
know,
Go
know is can you spin in it? I heard that's a good trick.
Oh my gosh.
Very good.
Okay, let's I know where
Wow.
prequel memes is coming from here. All right, X. What are your hot takes? Your major opinions?
Naboo Fighter is actually looking a lot better than most microfighter sets because I don't know, the different spaceships they work very weird with the whole Chiba design, but the Naboo Fighter works really well. I'm just really sick of that design in particular because whenever we get a set with those, they don't seem like they do that many changes. It's very minimal changes. I don't understand. I'm just have a distaste to it, but I did get the very first version of it back then. So the Naboo Fighter has a really good design, looks really good, but it just has a minifigure that is incredibly underwhelming. And then you have the Sith Infiltrator, which brings you a really good Darth Maul minifigure, which I'm pretty sure that's still like the cheapest way to get that Darth Maul with that newer version. We had like a set a little while back with Qui-Gon and Kenobi in it, but that was a lot more expensive than this one. So it's very good value with the Sith Infiltrator, but just the design of the whole thing is just another gray blob that we see a lot of in Star Wars. So that's very underwhelming to me. This isn't really the most controversial things in these lineup of sets. I don't really have anything more to add than these.
Okay.
Do you guys find the Chibi fighters, Nick? Do you guys are those?
I've never bought one. I don't have a whole lot of interest.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Nick.
I'm really excited what's coming next.
This is a really
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's just go next.
All right, next one. Set number 75225, Elite Praetorian Guard Battle Pack.
Maybe not this one.
This one retails for roughly $15. The next three, which includes this one, are retailing for roughly $15. This is the first
Where's
one.
the other chibi set
No,
though?
I got. Wait, what do you mean other?
This is
chibi?
later.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought we'd just do the chibis.
The
back.
Microfighter dual pack.
I really like
This-
this one because it's got this little floaty droid.
He's got a light.
Yeah, that
That's
floating
awesome.
robot droid
Terrifying.
guy is great.
Yeah, there's always two. Now that Snoke is dead. Spoilers. This is the new Sith Lord.
He's got a little blaster gun and lightsaber.
Yeah,
That's
he's
like
the
a
best.
gold one.
Actually, his personality has been imported into this floaty robot.
So I like this set a lot just because a lot of these battle pack sets either try to take something that's still within the Star Wars universe, and they kind of like resize it completely or try to make it just weirdly part of it, or they just come up with something completely new. That's like a vehicle or like a turret or something that's just not seen Star Wars whatsoever. It just feels like the most filler thing ever. So I really hope that we're getting more stuff like this, where it's a build that's actually like related to the function of the minifigures, if that makes any sense. Like I could very much easily see these guys having like some sort of stupid speeder that just doesn't exist within the universe whatsoever. But instead, this designer made something that actually serves some sort of function. And I'm also really glad to have this battle pack in and of itself, just because these minifigures are very sought after. They're the very few things that is in the new Star Wars universe that's like that's very correct that stick from a lot of troopers or other designs. So I really like those minifigures in particular. The shoulder pads, everything. So anything that makes you able to get a hold of these minifigures easy is just a good thing by me. So this is one of those battle packs that have good build and good minifigures and good amount of minifigures as well. They had to just not make it the best battle pack ever, so they had to take away one Praetorian Guard and just show in a random stormtrooper there. So that's kind of like a balanced thing that they had to do. But they made up for it with the new Sith Lord, which is a little robot guy with blaster on the side, you know, the unstoppable force, you know, weapons with fast Metal Gear. You know, he has ranged attack and a lightsaber, you know, there's nothing that can stop that guy, you know, once he's unleashed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
that's
Star Wars 9 has some hope. I'm looking forward to what JJ's going to do with this one.
0 out of 10 is Last Jedi, so. All right, let's move quickly.
No, but he's gonna be on the next one.
So speaking of those little speeders, Ed,
Set number 75226, Inferno Squad
What
Battle
face?
Pack.
But X.
That's my
There's more to
constructive
it.
criticism regarding this set. It's no, Pelicar, it's bad. You're not allowed to have this opinion. It's horrible set.
Okay.
It's everything that's wrong with battle packs. Look at that ugly speeder. I'm sorry. It has like those old creator arm thingies as like turrets, which just does not look good at all. I do not like those arms. Is there like you can shove those arms 90 degrees to the left so that it just serves no function whatsoever out in the battlefield. That's great. I mean, a lot of that is fueled about this set though would be the fact that it is related to a steaming hot pile of garbage that is Battlefront 2. So that's definitely because there's just so much wrong with that. And this would be incredibly cool if Battlefront 2, because I do like that this is minifigures that they have made from a property that is there's characters within a video game that hasn't previously existed within the Star Wars universe. So you have the Inferno Squad, right? So if the Inferno Squad was done correctly within Battlefront 2, then this would be incredibly nice. Like if you're looking at this and you see, I don't know, what's a good Star Wars game? Just insert good Star Wars game, right?
Battlefront.
Like if you
2.
had,
Original Battlefront 2.
the original Battlefront 2, right? If you'd have like sets that was of like the different stars within Battlefront 2. You know, you'd have like a command post set, right, or something along those lines. That and minifigures within only Battlefront 2 there, like a squad of 5 Thirst. That would be incredibly cool. So like on the conceptual level, that is incredibly great. But these are just not very beloved characters in a not very beloved game, and it has a terrible build. So there's just so much dragging this thing down. There's just so much this set could have done, but it just throws out the window and just says, let's make an ugly speeder. Granted, this is a designer here that had to work with the budget and everything, but there's just so many of these. I'm so sorry.
I need to get you in contact.
Maybe a speeder was in like the design specifications of like the set. They're like, here you go. You need to design a speeder for this battle pack.
You know,
Nick,
remind me one of these days to introduce you to M&R Productions. I feel like you guys would never stop having fantastic conversations about this.
I just can't believe like microtransactions extended into sets. It's kind of crazy.
Gosh. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on to the next one. So next.
No.
Next.
Nick, is my constructive criticism unjustified regarding these sets? Is there something within the design process of these battle packs that I'm just completely missing? And
I really like the way you yielded in at the end.
What? No, I'm just trying to make use of the fact that we have professional Lego designers within our podcast this episode, so I'm stretching every little bit that I can, my dude.
I'm happy to pass your feedback on if you want.
No, babe.
Really hard on it.
If I was in the same room as them, there would be a lot of discussion. You know, it would start with the whole why the
about that.
shooters.
We have the designer right here. He step in. I'm just kidding.
You're on candid camera.
Stop with the speeders.
Well, on that note, the next one is set number 75247, A-Wing Starfighter, which is
this one I adore.
What'd you say?
I love the A-Wing set. It's
Oh yeah, this one's good.
It's so good.
Yeah, I love the A-Wings in general, and I'm very surprised that they actually got such a good shape of the A-Wing with so little parts, because this is one of the junior sets.
Spaceship. Yeah, it uses the same kind of quick start element for making Benny's spaceship that they use here.
Oh!
That like kind of extends very easily into different pieces that you can put behind it.
Fun fact.
That's really cool, though. That's a very good use of that piece. Yeah. See, it's good to have you guys on this episode. I honestly don't have that many complaints.
Okay.
Too many complaints at all, because considering.
So what are the few that you have?
Well, the A-Wing is incredibly it's just very open and at the front there, because like the A-Wing has a very particular very curved shapes on its sides that they didn't even try. But I mean, with the fact that this is supposed to be a 4+ set, and those shapes being very complicated to get completely right within only using Lego pieces, I can see why they did it. So I can't really hammer down on the constructive criticism on this one, because there's just not much that they could have been doing anyway. So,
I'm not sure, but is this one of the first Star Wars set to have the Yavin?
Yes,
S.
Yes, this is the first physical of Yavin.
Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces put together there is
really breaking it down.
Yeah, very first ever any sort of Lego
I
version.
think it's
of
only
Yavin
6
forever.
pieces because that's a 8x4 plate at the bottom.
First, look in the Yavin 4.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there you
4,
go.
5, 6. Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, AT posted the ship shape that you see. That like, there's not much they could have done. So, this one's justified.
I
So
agree.
LJ, you can bring in the new beef that we can roast.
Okay. Next one is set
Yeah.
number.
Ah,
Yeah,
this
there
is the
it
best one.
I really like this.
This is the best one from the entire wave of new Star Wars sets.
So
by far.
excited for these microfighters.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I like more.
They're both really good.
They're both adorable.
I have really mixed feelings about the escape pod just because of how dumb it is for that concept, the escape pod that you ride like that, and the fact that it's a fighter pack, like as though if this is somehow supposed to be able to battle the Dewback.
Well, you see,
But
the
Dewback
strategy
is so
is
adorable.
dive into the sand and then get lost. And then
The Lego Dewback is so good that I'm just so surprised that they
That Dewback
They made a
was
mold
on
one.
somebody's desk for a very long time before it finally made it into the set.
I
So-
want to get the set just to have the Dewback to put on my desk at work because it looks like a little desk
This is
toy kind of thing I could have.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a
good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this
I
is
do
the
like
kind
the
of Go on.
the articulation. That's all. I
Yeah.
do like the points where it can be moved.
The head and tail. The
So I
back
heard
feet
you,
are separate.
I heard you said that this was designed for a very long time, but it took a very long time to get into a set.
No, it was just built as like a joke at some point, and then it made it into
Man,
This was an incredibly good joke, you know.
this set memed its way into existence.
Yeah.
Top 10
It
greatest
happens
pranks of
relatively often,
2018.
actually.
I mean, often we'll build things and you'll build a fun little, like necessarily related to what you were working on at the time, and then you'll just keep it around. And sometime in the future, there might be like the right spot for it.
Like
So
the chocolate bar, basically.
the chocolate bar
Mm,
been around
yeah.
for quite a while and eventually found its way into like, oh yeah, this will fit into the movie perfectly.
I have one big complaint though about this set that spans over 2 other sets as well, which is like there's a lot of things with Star Wars is that there's like a lot of collectability. So you get your troopers and your different sets and fighters and stuff, but they remake stuff every 3 or 4 years, which is understandable. But sometimes those changes that they make, I feel like they're only done for the sake of change, because they fix something that didn't really need to be fixed. And that, why do we have a new Stormtrooper model?
I have no idea.
I don't
That's outside of
understand.
my jurisdiction.
Yeah, like the Stormtrooper mold that we already have was perfect in every shape, and this one like looks a tiny bit bigger if you put it side by side. Like you guys did, like, did you even notice, Envy, that there's a new Stormtrooper helmet mold?
I mean, I didn't. Is the shape different or is it the same? Like,
It's
I'm
a
not sure.
completely new shape.
I
It's a
didn't
new
notice.
mold.
It's
You can
interesting.
you can see it under the eyes very easily because they have
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah.
they have a much
outline.
harsher shape and
I,
outline.
don't know, I thought it looked very similar to. They have the one Stormtrooper set that looks. I mean, construction one that looks a lot like it, so it didn't phase me too much since I already own that one.
Are they using the same mold in the other sets in this wave that we're going to talk
Yeah.
about?
Well, it
Okay.
seems like yeah, we should move on to next set
Okay.
because we're just probably,
Just to
this is probably going to be a while.
very briefly mention set number 75228, Escape Pod versus Dewback Microfighters, and it's going to retail for about $20. Also, if someone at LEGO would do me the kindest of favor and jokingly make a mock of a giant gold Miru to place anywhere, that would be a very funny joke. Just saying. All right, let's move on.
Get all the jokes.
All right.
I did like that they had 2 separate. And that if you have a buddy, you can buy the set and build together. I think that's a cool concept that they should expand upon in the future.
That's always fun. Next
Yeah.
one is set number 75237, TIE Fighter, also retailing for about $20 with 77 pieces in tow. So there we have it.
These sets are really odd because like they're most comparable in terms of design to the very first renditions that we saw of the TIE fighter and the X-wing fighter, because they were kind of basic in the construction. Like I'm trying to find a photo of the oldest TIE fighter, because that's sort of what these old sets are going for, and I'm not really sure what the general consensus are on these, but they sort of evoke that very classical feel of some of the older Star Wars sets had, you know, when TIE fighters still had blue on them, you know. So let's see. I'm gonna have the old TIE fighter here. So the problem that you see with the TIE fighter right away is just the shape of the cabin there. It's just way too wide.
Hey, I have that one. Like it's in a cabinet behind me right now.
Ah, look at that. Yeah. And so
2001? Have I had it for that long?
Yeah.
Time for a new one.
How many pieces does this have, LJ?
Oh, this one's 77.
76 pieces. Well, that is a very low piece count.
77.
Actually, yeah, that's surprisingly low.
Yeah. The issue with a lot of these sets, though, is that they feel very, I don't know, not, they're kind of clever inside that they're selling vehicles that they've sold countless of times before, but they're selling them with like new versions of minifigures that are probably very sought after. So this is like the newest version of the Rebel fighter here. So you're probably going to have army builders getting a hold of this set just for that one minifigure in particular. So it's kind of like an odd set. Really not sure what to think of it, because I'm getting like a very odd feeling from it. If that makes any sense.
One of the biggest
You're getting a bad feeling about this?
is that it's also a 4+ set as well, so it's got a very different building style.
Yeah. So you can't really I don't know, attack it, because it's like attacking a child. If that makes any sense. I don't know.
You would attack
Like,
a child.
I can't. I would not attack. I wouldn't attack anyone, to be honest. You know, unless LJ and you're talking stupid stuff.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I would just hit you with the foam thing that you sent me. Yeah, it's really great. Yeah, like I can't constructively criticize the design of the set, because it's obviously made for a completely different demographic and has a completely different piece count. I just wanted to, I don't know, rant a lot about the minifigure being cool, but it's part of a set that I obviously don't want, so it's kind of like I'm very conflicted. So let's just end on that note. I'm very conflicted.
Fair enough. In that case, we're going to go and move on to the next set. This is set number 75229, Death Star Escape. It's going to retail for roughly 30 smackaroos. Unless Brick's set is leading me astray again, but I'm going to hope not.
Oh, dang.
Now you can clearly see that's a new Stormtrooper mold. Like, it's just a lot better, lot of a better angle from here.
I'll be honest, if you
Well,
hadn't
so you're about
pointed
to
it out
praise
to me,
it.
I never would have.
No, I was about to praise it.
It looks pretty big. Like,
Yeah.
it's a pretty big helmet.
It's just the fact that, like, the one we had is... Because the thing with that now... People have been collecting Stormtroopers for the longest time, and if they want, like, a quote-unquote army, if that makes any sense, they're just gonna, like, replace every single helmet with a new mold. You know? And then they're just gonna make new prints on the mold. Star Wars is so weird, man. It's crazy. It's so hard to collect it. But I really do this set in particular, apart from the Stormtrooper, for obvious reasons, in that it's just a set of something within Star that we've never had before. We don't really see a lot of scenes like this, just because kids like spaceships and vehicles to play with, understandably so, because you just get like really small set pieces when you make sets like these. But this it doesn't feel like a very shoved in backdrop. It actually looks like part of the Death Star, and stuff like this. I think it'd be really cool for them to make very small scenes like this that you could put together as like a huge thing in the very end. I really love the little mouse droid coming out of the hole.
Yeah.
That is a really fun
definitely.
detail. I really like that, and it just with the piece count that's been worked with here, there is a lot of detail, and it really pulls off you know exactly which part of Star Wars this is, and it's a clever use of those transparent pieces to make Leia actually holding on to Luke here,
Oh man, I didn't
So
even
that's
notice
the-
that.
Yeah, and you also have
Yeah,
the
that's a really cool.
yeah, and you also have the white I think it's the Batman belt that we saw, and it's just a white recolor, but you can see that on Luke. I don't know if we've seen that on Luke beforehand, but I think that's a really cool added detail. So that's a cool improvement, on something, because it's not just new for the sake of being new or changed. It's actually something new that they've added. So there's a lot of good things about. Not as cool as the little dude back, because he's really cute. But other than that, it's a good set. I like it.
Okay. In that case, anyone else before we move on to the next one?
I'm excited for all the red axles in the back.
And we're moving on to the next one.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is set number 75235, X-Wing Starfighter Trench Run. It's a mouthful. It's going to retail for roughly 30. There we go.
It just feels really neat that we've just gone full circle when you look at, ooh, that is not the link I want to send at all. Let's see. This is the link I want to send. There
Lex
we go.
just saved himself from a huge mistake.
I did. Oh man, I was way too close to the sun, man. But this right here is the only. It gets the shape across so much with the whole TIE fighter thing, and that it's really weird to criticize because of everything put in mind. But you can see that there's a lot of similarities to the very first X-wing, but it doesn't have that too much of a shape around the cockpit, and the cockpit it's not sealed off, it's not closed, but it's a spaceship, This is puzzling to me.
Benny and
Yeah,
his
but
gang.
there is some air in Star Wars space. We've all seen Last Jedi air.
Unfortunately.
Is right about enough air to be drifting
Yeah.
around it.
Ugh.
Like I said, it's weird to make of what to really think of this set, but
It's
I
a
think
set.
it is cool. Even though it is, I think it's a cool addition, just because a lot of kids obviously really love Star Wars, and it's a lot better as a parent for them to buy this set as opposed to the X-Wing fighters that we're getting now that has so much amount of detail to them that they go up for $70 plus. So the fact that you have this TIE fighter and X-Wing fighter that you can give to your kid without the commitment of such a huge price, I think that's a good addition. I think that's a very good addition, and despite my feelings along with Star Wars, I can't really. They're a lot better than Battle Pack speeders. Let's just give them that. Yeah.
I really like that coming full circle, the element that's being used on the edge of the wings, the pole piece.
Yeah.
That's the same that was used in the first X-Wing fighter, and now it went away, and now it's being used for its original purpose again on this.
Yeah. Have we
new one.
seen that thing a lot? Because that was used in Star Wars a lot, but I have not seen it a lot in recent years. Is it still being used in sets, or is this the first time we've seen it in quite a while? Do you know?
No, it's often used as a detail piece.
Yeah, it often bounces around, kind of thing,
Yeah.
in small uses here and there. It's
Yeah.
just kind of made its way through the years.
The best thing about that piece is that it's the only part that we've ever made that has a cross-hole connector on top of a stud.
Yeah,
normally
like
cross
in-
holes are always in
in
between.
between.
This one is the only one
Yeah.
that has it.
Yep, in a tube side. These are the things that we worry about as
As a model
as
design.
model design.
Yeah, but that is a pretty cool piece of trivia, though, because I know of that from the top of my head, but when you say it like that, that is an incredibly rare thing, and I can't think of that anywhere else. And just as you said that there isn't, then I'm going to believe you because it's your job. But I mean, they're a piece that are incredibly old. Like I remember
They
seeing
didn't
those.
have the cross hole connector in there in the very beginning.
Oh, what did they have then? Was it just stud
Just the
and that's
tube
it?
side.
Hollow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool though. Did they just decide, oh, let's just add that in there? Okay, yeah, sure, why not? You know,
That's
if it helps.
Way before I did.
Yeah.
Showed us.
Yeah,
Yeah, we usually
Shout
sometimes run into these questions and then we'll just dig through the sets that they used to repair and then try and find the one that used it in this other way first to figure out like why this happened. Or if we're lucky, find the person who worked on it in the first place and just ask them.
that'd make a cool book. You know, hey, Lego pieces that have changed over the years and why they were changed. That'd be a cool book. Yeah. I have good ideas. All right. Is that all that we have for Star Wars?
2 more.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Oh, we're getting into the good stuff.
Let's go.
they are the larger of the 2. So, next one.
Oh, and they're the worst.
We're almost done, guys, I swear.
We're
Set number
almost done.
75233 droid gunship. It's going to retail for roughly $50 and contains 389 pieces.
So
There it is.
the thing about some Star Wars sets is that I buy them because I'm quite fond of the design of them. They have a lot of emotional value to me, and I'm just like, hey, they're not gonna make this, you know. They have made the Lego gunship like twice ever before, and I feel like and it makes me the one that I posted right there, the droid gunship, and I jumped in the air when I that first gunship there because I really love the design of the droid gunship, and it just bothers me that this new version brings like a lot cooler minifigures. I mean, it has some details that look better as well. Like I really love how they did the gunship cannons at the front. That's because they have the right shaping. That's a lot more accurate if you look at the one I posted. And I mean, it brings in a lot more new more stickers. But man, those droids are incredibly good looking. They have a very nice print, and we haven't had a lot of new things happening with the droids in the longest time. They've stayed very static over the years, and we've had like very little amount of prints on their face. And now we have this, you know, it's just this set isn't very inherently bad. It's just that we had this particular design not too long ago, and there's not that many changes. I wouldn't say it's enough changes to warrant just a completely new set. The only thing that really draws me are the minifigures here, which is really bad. You should sets because of minifigures, guys. It's a very bad habit. You'll thank me. And it really bothers me at the very top there that with the inner circle that you have there, you don't have smooth shaping because of the 1/4 like I don't know what you call those pieces.
Beetle balls?
Beetle balls.
Beetle balls.
Beetle balls? You know, the ones that make the thing at the very top. You know, it's just it doesn't.
They're the
Yeah,
5x5.
yeah, like it's
the ball that was used in the Volkswagen.
The fender for the Volkswagen Beetle.
yeah, like in the middle there, it's completely smooth circle, and then it's just open studs, and I don't particularly like that at all. So there's some details that I see here as an improvement, but overall, the old one looks better. You know,
I compared the two in the chat here.
Yeah.
So you can see similar pictures of both. I like the inner shaping of the new one a lot more, personally.
the inner shaping?
Or like the circle on the top.
Yeah, The smoother
Yeah.
inner circle piece is nice.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, at the
pieces.
top. It's just that the transition to the other pieces is there's just a gap there, and it's just open studs, and it's just like a staircase in there.
I
You
feel
see
like
what I mean?
I feel like the newer one is a better adaptation, but the older one looks more like a Lego set. You know?
Yeah. I really like the face on the old one in comparison, or like the front
Yeah,
part
that's-
looks
Yeah,
a bit
like
more
the eyes.
sinister. The new one
Yeah.
kind of looks a bit it's put on some weight since then.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the eyes don't really stick out that well. It looks a lot better as like a face on the old one.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. It's just like I do like the detail in the middle, a lot better on the new one. It's just that the transition to the other pieces that I don't know how to describe that just doesn't sit well with me. I should just draw a circle on these. I'm really incredibly terrible at like trying to explain where I'm talking about, man. I'm so sorry about that.
Okay.
I mean, you can see the open space, I think, that you're talking about.
Yeah, I just don't like that. But there is, you know, I won't use sleep. I will say though that the new one is using a lot fewer pieces, so I really wish though that I just didn't buy the old one at all and just waited for this new one, just from a money standpoint, because you know you gotta have 3 meals every day, all right?
All right.
Yeah,
think,
let's get it with let's get it with the last
I
one.
think we're good for the last Star Wars set, and then
Oh
The
man.
last Star Wars.
all right, the 75234 AT-AP Walker. It's gonna retail for roughly 60 and contains 689 pieces.
So they're just trying to make like the old. Like I just feel like we got so many of these. Like there, with every Star Wars wave, there's at least something new and big that just really captures your attention. And this wave of Star Wars is just very. There's just so many, things in it. You know, there's the dewback, but it can't really carry the entire wave. And this like, the only noticeable improvement I see with this AT-AP is that there's more accurate with the. I guess you'd call them the toes. Like, if you compare the toes, they're kind of I don't know how to describe the difference, but you can see the difference between like the pads it's standing on. Right? You can see that instead of the toes facing like north, west, etc., it's kind of like 45 degrees.
Yeah, I see that.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That is the one big improvement I can see between the two. That's the only thing.
They do look very similar.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like if you put those side by side, there's very little difference. It really feels like they ran out of ideas, and they just kind of like, let's just shove in an AT-AP. You know, they did get the piece count down a tiny bit, but you know that's about it. And it's even featuring a lot of the exact same minifigures as well. You have Commander Green, the old one, as well. So it just feels, and I don't even know if Commander Green has changed at all. So I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed with this wave around, but you know, you can't please everyone, and you know it has the Star Wars brand, so it's gonna sell either way. You know, they're here to stay. But either way, man. I don't know,
Does
it
seem
feels-
the hind leg was changed a bit, or
The
like
what?
the hind leg, the back leg. Look at the back leg,
Yeah, it's made a little bit thicker. It looks like
and it
just
looks
a little
shorter.
bit. I mean,
Like-
and shorter maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot shorter. That's probably what makes it look a lot thicker.
A lot more thick.
Yeah. I'm completely sure that like the inner workings and skeleton is completely different. It's just that they look incredibly similar. They don't give me the whole look at that, it's a Star Wars set, and it's
there's
just like
So many different places you can look at a tiny little detail, and it's the exact same build on the new set for that little detail. As like,
yeah.
I see what you're getting at.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just we got that over with. We're done.
All right.
We
well,
did it.
thank you, Star Wars. You exist, and I'm glad.
We did it.
Now, we might have to cut out Minecraft because we're already running far longer than I ever intended or imagined.
You think?
No, we should. No, we
But-
should get Minecraft.
Well,
we have
well,
designers on here. We don't
We'll
have
see.
them
We'll see how we feel about Minecraft after these two sets. Now, these two are very
Oh my
interesting
God.
for a few different
Oh.
reasons, and we'll go ahead and start with this first one. I don't know if we actually talked about these on the podcast because these came out during the period of time where we didn't really feel necessary to do a podcast for Brickfeed. But we'll go ahead and start off with this one. It's set number 80102, Dragon Dance. And this is one of two sets that we know now to be exclusive to the Asia region. And I'd actually, if you guys wouldn't mind, Nick, if you could elaborate a little bit more on these, or this one specifically.
So as far as I know, I think Asia Pacific region. So that should also include Australia and New Zealand too. Which is very fun because I'm originally from New Zealand. So I think I'm gonna get some of these sent to my parents because we worked on this set.
Yeah, the
This
dragon we designed together.
This is our son.
Oh wow.
We hang out a lot and we do a lot of dumb side projects after work, but this is the first product that we officially worked on together as like a.
That's awesome.
You two guys made this together?
Yes.
Man, that was been quite the bonding experience.
Yeah, well, it was more the other way around, where we already basically hang out 24/7, and then somebody came
No,
around.
we don't after that.
Yeah, sure.
It was pretty rough. We don't speak together anymore.
No, we don't see eye.
A lot of creative differences.
You know,
Since that dragon, yeah.
the first thing that comes to mind though is that those heart pieces are there, right? But they're like brown, and if you put 4 of them together, they make a waffle.
Oh my
Orange,
gosh.
Yeah, but they
They're
look.
orange.
Yeah, but that I can picture that in my head. Yeah, or of that.
A nice
hue.
golden brown.
I was close. I don't know, man. I don't know the lighting.
Waffle.
It might have been. I was gonna say nuggets, but I just don't know how to pronounce that.
You almost
Yeah,
got
no,
it.
they're not
Some
nougat.
orange-
I'm all orange.
Yeah, you know, I threw
Right.
spaghetti in
Yeah,
the
well,
fridge,
and
saw what
We'll have
stick.
to use the eyes.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about this because this is fascinating. Specifically, this head. You guys
Love that shape.
you guys have some very interesting new pieces here.
Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of like I've been working on a Lego movie, but before that, I was on Ninjago movie and Ninjago, so I made a lot of dragon heads in the past. But then this is kind of like a nice opportunity to come back and work together on a new dragon head, using all the new parts that we have available, and try and figure out something funny that could be cool. And so this head is kind of full of really weird color changes and details.
No kidding. I love the
hopefully
horns.
help to capture an interesting Chinese dragon look, but then also just very fun parts.
Give you fun parts to build with. Like there's a lot of like rare existing parts in there, but then also rare as in not common. And then there's also a couple of color changes specifically for this set, like the Unikitty tail and the
more specifically
the scorpions and frogs.
Yeah, those.
I love that detail.
Yeah, those
and
Asian.
I love Lego animals, all the small. So to be able to color change 2 at the same time for a set
That's
was
pretty
a
good.
lot of fun.
And these are the classic ones. Those are the best.
All right, is X trying to say something?
I'm trying to, but it might have left my head. Oh no, it's coming back. I really love the shape of the head, just because those Asian-looking dragons have like a very peculiar shape about them, and it just it's really it really captures that out of the act. Like I really did think that Wu's dragon was like the best those head would ever be, but this probably beats that one as well. And I
That
really
was
love
the first dragon head that I made, so
Yeah.
it's an antique at this point.
Oh, you made
love
Wu's dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that set really mashes my potatoes, dude. I love it. It's.
I don't know how I
it's
feel about mashing your potatoes.
It's a really good.
LJ, you really
my
like that
dudes.
joke, don't you?
It's just so
Only
bizarre.
reason I did it.
It's the strangest
it's-
phrase.
It also uses the Unikitty tails. Yeah, you're really
Yeah.
big about the
other way
Unikitty
around.
tails.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is
yeah,
more.
and using a lot of stuff.
I know mustache too.
Yeah, and using a lot of the stuff for horns that are usually just not used for horns. Because
Oh my
looking at
God,
the old, and you have like croutons or something in there. It's crazy, man.
Don't eat scorpions though. Even tan scorpions. That's not food.
Yeah, tan scorpions with tan frogs.
You kidding me?
Those are frogs, right?
Those are
Yeah.
bugs.
I'm just looking at that, right? And you got
He's
the
just looking
leaves
up
and
at camera.
everything.
And there's Chima yellow 1x2 plates with the 2 bars coming off the sides. Chima yellow sausages. A red camcorder, or technical term is a space motor. That's the.
There's
It's,
there's a dark gray Star Wars shields in the
yeah,
to
they're
make up
using angle scales.
Where's the dark gray Star Wars shield?
in
You
that
can see in
in
that
that
picture
picture?
that Avoca Tamer dropped. There's
you see
a
that real blurry
little circle. That's the
gray
dark
circle.
gray Stormtrooper shield, the one that only appeared in white and dark red so far.
I'm
Um,
trying so hard to see it in the picture. Where, like the one AT posted, like where is it behind or?
It's next to the yellow bar and right underneath the left pincer.
technical location.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even see anything
I see.
gray
It's
in this
a gray
picture.
circle. Because that's all you can see from it.
Nice.
Gray circle.
I'll change it into
Gray
a color that's
circle.
nice for building mechs with. No, building stuff with.
I
Um,
can't see it whatsoever. I
He
must be
circled
really
it.
dumb.
He circled it.
Did he?
Just
Yep.
look now.
Oh, that's like. Wait, so what shield is that? Is that not the rectangular shield?
2x3 rectangular shield with 4 studs on it and a little bar on the back. It's using a hogbuster for angling a lot of the pieces, and that's why we like to use it these days.
Useful part.
It's very useful.
Wait,
angling.
isn't it only 2 studs on it? Is it 4?
It's 4 studs on the corners.
What?
It's 2x3.
Is it the one where the riot guy for the storm?
Yeah, it's that one.
That's
Yeah,
that
it's
is the one.
The,
Is
shield-
it?
the shield from
I
like this
only-
dude?
Oh man, in my head it only has 2 studs in the middle for some reason. Everything made sense now. It all clicked. All the pieces are falling together. But dude, I do really love this set though, because this feels like very distinct level of detail that you see in like Ultimate Collector Series stuff. There's a very lot of small particular pieces that you guys have used to just get so much detail.
There's
Around
also
this-
1x16 bricks in reddish brown for the. We color change those two to make the little box it stands on.
How many recolors? How many like points on the recolor card did you guys get for this?
There's also brown pneumatic T-bars as well.
Oh yeah, those are also very good.
Oh, yeah.
Like Hydrax on figure bars.
And then there's a
And
bunch
brown.
of coral 2x2 round tiles in there too.
My
For
goodness.
I was
Yep.
very we kind of split the tasks and then we kind of did each other's tasks as well, so that was
Yep.
good. I was very much focusing on the mechanism in the beginning, so there's a small crank mechanism in the back that makes the dragon wave up and down.
I love that.
That is a cool.
The function. That's awesome.
Yeah, especially with all those like I don't know what they're called, but the things that just kind of hang loose. That probably looks incredibly
Tassels.
satisfying. What'd you
Yeah.
call them?
Tassels.
Tassels. Okay, cool word.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so we kind of like traded positions off, like, I guess because it's like if one of us was busy, then we could just the other one could sort of carry the like work to keep them all going forward. But then Nick was focusing on the functions, and then I was looking at the details of the dragon head and the body. And then then Nick would build a dragon head and body. Then I would then take a turn to just ignore everything he did and just build another one. and then he would build a function that worked, and then I would make a function that didn't work, and replace it with that, and we'd just kind of go forwards and backwards like that.
It sounds like a fun,
Until it
like
kind of landed.
it's a fun team building exercise almost.
Yeah.
This set seems, even though like the theming is very much for the Chinese audience, like the set just seems to hold up on its own.
It's so good.
So I don't really see why it's only sold in Asia, because it just looks like a really nice set. I mean, it must feel bad to design a set, and
Feels bad, man.
you can't see it in stores. You know, you can't just be like.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel
that's
like
like we're
if
gonna
this
have to
was like
talk.
a special shop at home exclusive, I bet a lot of people in the US would buy it.
Especially
Like,
given how
it's-
popular like Chinese horoscopes are in the States.
It's definitely a thing. Yeah, I could see the appeal just in general. And I
Just
would
a function of the
consider
dragon
it.
doing the
It's so
thing.
cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
you-
that.
you could probably motorize the function
if
too.
Thailand is going to be included on that, but I'm going to doubt it because it's not close enough to the Pacific. I don't know what the region, what counts in being in the region and not.
Oh, I'm not sure. I can clarify it, but I don't know in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
Possible.
this looks like a really fantastic set. I, however, will not be going to China to purchase it, or New Zealand, or the other region, which I think you said was Australia.
You're in luck. We didn't fit a bionicle reference in there.
Oh, thank goodness. That would have made life difficult for me. But yeah, no, this looks really good.
Oh, there's also a red BB-8 torso or ball
Money in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
the-
thing on the top
ball-
at the end.
lantern at the front.
Mm.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also a 1x1 round plates in olive.
In olive.
Yeah, in there too.
Huh.
Well,
For fans of olive, I guess.
Ryan,
Right.
here,
bricks with a horizontal slot in it too.
Yeah, in
Oh,
black.
sorry, so they broke a slot in it for the first time in black.
When it came to part recolors, you really put all of them in.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was terrible.
That's what we're talking about with like scavenging for other people's color changes and just cramming as many of them in there as possible.
Well.
Oh, also in the set,
Mm.
steel brick separator.
Oh yeah, very good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I didn't think you'd be able to fit that in a set that wasn't Lego Movie. That
No, it's
All my sets.
Anyway, you get to pick.
Is
Any
this
sets.
is this your
is that
trademark?
your
now?
trademark?
No, it's kind of dependent on like what the like predominant color is in the set. So this one has a lot of red and orange, so it makes sense for it to be teal as well.
Yep.
So it stands out. So in an entirely orange set, you'd often find a teal back set, at least from now on.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. The other one of these, and I don't know if you guys worked on this one. There is the other one, which is 80101 Chinese New Year's Eve dinner. And this seems to be a building, of course. Oh, wait, did I already post that? I'm a genius. Anyway,
great insight.
yeah, it's a awfully expansive looking building with a lot in it. Like there are a lot of stickers, and all the minifigures have new torso prints, but there are also new prints. I mean, I'm assuming these are prints on these pieces representing the food. There's a lot of food.
Yeah. There's a lot of food.
There is a lot of food. That's the most detailed table of food we ever had within Lego. It even has like knives and forks or
And chopsticks.
chopsticks. What is it called? Like knives and forks in general. Like there's a word for it.
Utensils.
Utensils.
Utensils. Yeah, that was the word I'm looking
Utensils
for.
is the normal word. Cutlery
There's
is-
utensils. Sorry.
Cutlery is like the rest of the world's
It's like
word, I
brick.
think.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one came to me though, but yeah, I really like this set overall. It gives me kind of the similar vibe to, I mean, it's a completely different holiday, but like the Christmas towns and stuff like that. Just kind of a homely, just family, good times, holiday, house, or something like that. Lots of detail, lots of adorable little details. But this one like almost goes further than most of those, just with like the food items and the decorations. I
Yeah,
don't know.
a bit puzzling though that like the crab and like some of and the fish, like some of these stuff we have as a physical thing. Like
I'm a
when
big
they're
fan of the fact that the crabs that are decorated look like. I imagine that they're being like squished into the plate along with the salad.
Yeah, the what should we call it? The top right there is really great. The
Some sort of stew.
yeah, like that feels like it's something that you could use in a lot of these. Like there's lots of food that we just have not ever had before in sort of Lego
I've had
form
stew.
like this.
Oh, no.
Do you guys know if these are stickers or printed?
These are all printed.
All the food items are printed.
Oh, thank goodness.
awesome.
That's crazy.
Ugh. I could not imagine putting
The
stickers
sticker nightmare.
on all of these.
So many people getting this though, just to put these kind of cutlery.
Cutlery.
Culturally
Cutlery.
or cutlery?
Cutlery?
Yeah.
Cutlery?
Which are you saying, culturally or cutlery?
There's
The other word for
culturally-
utensils that we
Yeah,
have.
cutlery.
Cutlery.
Yeah,
Cutlery.
cutlery.
It's like-
don't
They
cut
want
that
the-
now.
That's a,
Sorry, alone.
all right, like little bit of an English session there for your boy Troops. That was nice. But a lot of people are gonna get just for those cutlery, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I
know what
did
you
it.
mean.
Yeah. Clap for me. Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. I like it. It's a very homely looking set, even though this doesn't look like any home I've ever been in.
Obviously, you haven't been to Asia.
You are correct.
Yeah.
I have not.
I think it's
Also-
really cool for them to add something like this for the
Also,
Asian market.
More
Go on.
ingots as the bricks on the outside.
Yeah, they keep finding new uses of those. It's great. I love it, man. There's
There's
a reason
also,
I bought like 120 of those in black. I just they're so cool.
There's also ingots in on the dragon, the feet on the little
The base
box
of the
are
boxes.
black ingots.
Oh my
important.
gosh.
The feet of the box. The box have feet.
The box
Yes.
has
The box has
big
feet.
noble feet.
Ball feet with ingots on
Yeah.
their shoes.
Oh yeah, I see it
They're
now.
like box socks.
Curve, yeah. They add like a really nice texture when there's otherwise like nothing there. You know, I feel like that's the big reason why you see all those everywhere. I like
Yes,
it.
there's donuts in the set. I saw someone talk about it in the chat.
There's donuts. Where?
Oh.
Jelly donuts, actually.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Pokemon reference.
What?
Oh.
In
Oh.
Pokemon Season 1, in the English dub, Brock
Two
refers
meme.
to what are they called? Rice balls?
Rice. Yeah.
Onigiri, as jelly donuts.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder what to say in the Norwegian dub.
This is a really good comment over in the live YouTube chat from Sakota. 0 out of 10, no mangosteen on a tile, and I cannot help but agree wholeheartedly. I need okay. That might have been a
You're gonna need a
purchasing.
custom print one.
That might have been something I
Video
needed
stuff,
to go to
Yeah,
Asia
now you don't
for.
have to buy it.
Man, these look awesome, and
Yeah.
as I feel a little conflicted almost because the dragon, like, it wasn't something that I would have expected you guys to work on. Like, knowing you guys, I would have expected it to be some massive, outlandish mech of some kind that looks like it was taken straight from Japan. But when you actually like sit down and look at it and see all the recolors and learn the thought processes behind it, it's like, oh, okay, wait, no, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I think we were drawn in though by the prospect of
You cut out there for
together, and we're like, yes.
And then it's like,
And it's
Cut out
like,
there
well,
for a second.
you're realistic, Jack.
and then they're like,
We're like, oh, okay.
sure, we're listening.
We'll work with this. We can figure this out.
Gosh.
Initially, when I heard rumors about the brief, I was convinced it would just be a mech dragon.
Dragon.
Like, yes.
I'm
Where
gonna be
do I
waiting
start?
for that now. I need to
Chinese
see
New Year mech dragon, the
Yeah.
companion piece to the Green Ninja mech dragon. This is great. Get on it.
that. Oh,
Can
my
you-
goodness.
Can you modify the set to put the Green Ninja Mech Dragon on it?
Oh,
With the
I
right
actually
attitude, you can
designed
modify
I
anything.
actually designed the
We're gonna
mechanism
need a
to
bigger box.
pull out the little sticks, and you can have you can just have the minifigures walk around with the individual parts of the dragon through your city, or like
Really?
the layout. So it's like
Yeah.
easy to detach, basically.
If you want like them to disperse and like hide bits of the dragon around.
Yeah, it's just like
It's a bit of the body.
several bits of body just floating around.
Yep.
No, so it's, the mechanism has been made in such a way that you can just pull the whole stick out. So there's a little, there's actually a small part that moves up and down separately that you can like pull the cross section out of.
But it should be very easy to customize too. So
Yeah, you can
I'm
shorten
looking
the
forward to
cross-
seeing if people making like their own versions of the dragon and stuff using the mechanism and then just putting something else on top, different
Yeah.
color dragon or
Fish.
or
Between the two sets, this one is the one that it's just an absolute crime. It's not releasing like worldwide. Man, I wish it came out here, because this is one I would probably like seriously consider buying personally.
Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat where we can't really get them. So
If it does
We're
come
trying to
out
figure
over
out the
here,
next-
I feel like I won't get it because the price is going to be egregious.
yeah,
Quote LJ.
we're
Oh yeah.
we're trying to see if we can find some friends that can buy us just a couple, and then it's like a shipping crate so we can give them to our friends.
I mean, if it does come out here, I could always get it for you. We'll see. It's very dependent on it actually being here, but I'm going to guess they're going to inflate it to at least 1.5 times the actual price,
Ow.
like they do with every other Lego set here, like that $500 something Ninjago City Docks I found the other week.
Holy Toledo. Ow. Huh. Okay. Well, the only other items we have on the docket are Minecraft, and while I know everyone here actually does, at least, well, everyone from TTV plays Minecraft to an extent. I don't know if anyone here is too heavily invested outside of myself. In actually,
Minecraft or the Minecraft sets?
kind of sort of both. It's like we have 5 Minecraft sets that were revealed. I don't know if we really want to go over those now. We've been going for a lot longer than I thought we would. Thank goodness we did not talk about Ninjago or City this time. Holy Toledo.
that's
would-
probably a good decision.
Yeah, that would not have ended well. So I think we're gonna go ahead and cut things there. We might discuss Minecraft another time, and we'll go ahead and wrap this up. So, that being the case, since you guys kind of introed us, Nick, Neek, do you guys want to outro us too?
I mean, that went so well.
Sure.
It's
Thanks for listening to the Brickfeed episode 105.
105.
105.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
I'm
coming. It's been
Neek.
a lot of fun.
This is Nick.
I'm Nick.
I'm LJ.
You guys do that so much.
I'm
I'm
Indy.
sh- I'm
Oh,
tr-
sorry, Brick.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on.
we're wrapping up. We will be talking about Ninjago on Ninjago Cast this weekend.
Did AT?
AT, bro.
X didn't say it either. Did he?
I
Yes, he
did.
Yes, he
Okay,
did.
well,
He said,
I
I'm
made-
Trooper.
He's
It's been a
18.
blast.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, guys,
Good
for
morning.
joining us. This has been fun. So, we'll see you all again.
Congratulations if you made it this far.
Good morning, if you're me.
Mesto, I see you in the chat. Get in here in the voice chat. But some other time. I'm going to bed now. It's like
Yeah, it's sleep time.
3 almost here, so good night.
Same.
Well, farewell, everyone.